NCN Sports is presented by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency is here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Faith Regional Health Services. When you need exemplary care, have faith. And by Teammates Mentoring. Join the team, be a mentor. Visit teammates.org today.
Hall of Fame Saturday, where Wayne State College celebrates its past, hopes for the present, and looks forward to the future. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay, getting set for a game with key playoff postseason implications as Wayne State gets set to host Sioux Falls. Lou, Wayne State has won 2 in a row over Sioux Falls, but something they have never done is beat the Cougars on this field. This could be a fantastic matchup today and an opportunity for Wayne State to make a little bit of history.
Yeah, there's a lot of things about this matchup that are interesting. We'll talk about that during the broadcast. But one thing about Sioux Falls is they've got the best win so far in the conference. They beat Minnesota State, a team that Wayne State had trouble handling. Sioux Falls lost a couple of games, but they rebounded. They're playing very well right now. Wayne State plays very well at home. It should be a great match of wills here today.
This is going to be an incredible offensive matchup. We'll introduce you to a couple of those key players next. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Pregame show is brought to you by Custom Sports. Look great for every game with custom team or business apparel from Custom Sports. Check them out at CustomSportsCo.com.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
We're here at Faith Regional, and I'm getting ready to...
Welcome back to Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska, getting set for the Wildcats to play host to the Cougars of Sioux Falls. Wayne State tied for first in the Northern Sun Conference right now, 6-1 overall, and the top scoring offense in the conference. And they did that without their top rushing option for an entire month. But Lou, Latravius Boyd returned last week and showed why he adds just another incredible aspect to this dynamic offense.
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns last week. The freshman that stepped in, Dawson Forgy, probably out for the season, so they need to add some depth. Those guys played well, but Latravius Boyd is a big play guy and a guy that I think they can count on today to carry the ball quite a bit. And if he's able to get some big plays in that running game, that just helps that offense so much, makes that offense more dynamic.
Sioux Falls had an uncharacteristic sub-500 year last year, 3-2 start to this year, but now they're starting to hum a little bit. 3 in a row, 6-2, sitting in second place by themselves in the conference, and a
joined now by Dr. Alex Loudenclose, an obstetrician and gynecologist with Faith Regional Physician Services. We're talking about well woman visits today. What exactly is a well woman visit?
Just an opportunity for us to screen for depression, diabetes, high blood pressure, talking about menopause changes and urinary incontinence and those sorts of things, and approaching things from that standpoint.
When you talk about planning for pregnancy, what goes into talking about that with your patient?
So review of medications, review of sort of their menstrual cycles, their menstrual histories, and getting us on the right track for both, whether it's timed intercourse or pursuing other avenues for preconception screening or any of those sorts of things.
Preventative care is so important in medicine. How do you work prevention into these conversations?
So we usually focus on looking at things about, where is their blood pressure at? Do we need to do something to get it reduced? We talk about looking at their diet and exercise. Are they staying active? Is there a way that we can help them become more engaged with activity? Is there a way that we can help their diet improve? Is there vaccines that we're missing an opportunity to initiate? The HPV vaccine is a big one for cervical cancer, so that's one that we really, focus on here at the younger age groups in our office.
And how long should they continue to do this? Is this something that you should plan on every year for a long time?
So generally speaking, yeah, plan on it every year, just to come in, review these things, we get up to date with the screenings that we need up to date with, and then we kind of have that general discussion about how long do we really continue it once we kind of start to approach the elderly patient and kind of an independent decision making with each one.
Well, thank you so much for talking about well woman visits with us.
Absolutely. Thanks.
Welcome to the Wildcat pregame show. I'm joined now by Logan Masters, head coach of the Wayne State Wildcats. Coach, it's a kind of a special day today. It's a Hall of Fame Saturday. You were inducted in 2021 into that Hall of Fame. What are your memories of that, and what does that honor mean to you?
I played with a lot of good players, is all it meant. And I was able to have a really good quarterback, a really good offensive line, really good receivers, running backs, and so my job was pretty easy, just catch the ball and be in the right spot. So, but it is special. More importantly, a lot of old teammates come back to get celebrate together and celebrate memories that seem like just happened yesterday that might be 10 to 50 years ago. So hopefully we can play well for them today.
We come off a couple of road wins, impressive road wins. Last ball game, you knocked off University of Mary. Defensively held them to 215 yards, shut them out. What was the defense doing to make them so dominant in that ball game?
I thought we tackled pretty well, and we just did our job over and over again for 4 quarters. And when our guys can do that, they're pretty successful.
Offensively, you've been good all year, and certainly on 3rd and 4th down. I believe you're 3rd in the league in 3rd down conversions, and 4th on 4th down, you're 1st. What's allowed you to be so efficient in that area?
I think just guys making plays, again, doing our job. When moments get tough, we got to become our best, and we preach that all the time. And again, just executing, and I guess Coach Prosser has a few good play calls too.
We got Sioux Falls coming to town today. This is a team that really was, they were picked 8th in the league to start out with, had a couple and be able to be
really good. And last year was a fluke, I'd say. They just had a lot of injuries, and they're really good. So we just got to play well. We got to do our job. Their quarterback's really good. We got to contain him, not let him just run around on us. But he's got weapons everywhere, so we got to stay in coverage if he does get out. And offensively, we stay on the field, keep moving the chains, and score points. And special teams keep being special.
Well, fantastic, Coach. So thank you for your time. Best of luck in today's ball game, and we'll see you in the postgame.
No problem. Go Cats.
All right, that's head coach Logan Masters, folks. This is going to be a good one. This might decide, at least go a long way to decide who wins the championship here in the Northern Sun Conference. The Sioux Falls Cougars take on your Wayne State Wildcats right after this. You're watching Wildcat Football on News Channel Nebraska.
Welcome back to Bob Cunningham Field in Wayne, getting set for Wayne State and Sioux Falls. The Wildcats just won the toss and deferred to the second half, so it'll be Sioux Falls on offense first. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay on Hall of Fame Saturday. Two teams that are receiving votes in the coaches poll. Wayne State is ranked 23rd in the national media poll. Regardless of where they are in both of them, Lou, though, this game is huge in terms of potential conference seeding, potential regional rankings, which will come out soon. This game has a lot of implications for the postseason of both of these programs.
Yeah, it really does. I think we talked a lot about Wayne State earlier in the year and how they could have that special season. They did lose to Minnesota State, which is certainly not a sin, a seventh-ranked team in the country. But, you know, you look at you avoided some of these top-ranked teams in this conference like Augustana and Minnesota Duluth, and Minnesota Duluth had their problems. Sioux Falls has kind of stepped into that realm now. This is a football team that was ranked, or at least picked to finish around 8th in the conference to start with, but they are playing really good football right now. And I think the fact that they beat Minnesota State, that's an eye-opener right there. But this team can do a lot of things, and I think, boy, whoever wins this game today, and certainly if it's Wayne State, if Wayne State's able to handle Sioux Falls today, you've got to be starting to think playoffs.
Wayne State and Sioux Falls have played 11 times all time. Sioux Falls won the first 9 meetings between these two schools. Wayne State has won 2 in a row, including a victory last year where Wayne State won 28-20. Let's take a look at our school spotlight. That's brought to you by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Wayne State coming into today, tied for first in the Northern Sun with Minnesota State and Augustana. They're all 5-1 in conference play. Sioux Falls 5-2 in conference play. They've actually got an extra game on everybody else. They played what is essentially a week 0 game. Earlier in the season, they come in at 6-2. For their second-year head coach, Jim Glagowski, he was an assistant at Minnesota State, spent some time as head coach at Simpson, took over last year, a rare sub-500 season for Sioux Falls, but Lou, it did not take long for this storied program to find its footing again.
Yeah, this has been a great program no matter what level they play at. And since they've joined the Northern Sun Conference, they've been very good. That was an anomaly, I think, last year. This is a good program, a good football team today, and this is going to be a fun matchup between these two teams.
We are underway at Bob Cunningham Field, and this goes into the end zone for the touchback. Sioux Falls will be starting things off 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. We'll get our first look at Camden Dean and this very, very stout Sioux Falls offense, averaging 31 points per game, 377 yards of offense per game. Lou, these are 2 of the top 4 scoring offenses in the conference.
Yeah, this is going to be a wide-open game. And both these teams, you're going to see Camden Dean here, both these teams with Nick Bone at Wayne State have quarterbacks that can do so many things.
Dean will keep it himself on first down. A very good running quarterback, and you see it here. A solid gain on first down. Tracked down from behind by Carter Sitzman, the 260-pound sophomore, but that's a gain of 7 on first down and an idea of the kind of things that Wayne State needs to be prepared for with Dean at quarterback.
Yeah, a lot of worries with his feet. That really makes that defense lock in on the quarterback. And if your Sioux Falls hopefully opens up some other things, unless you're running like the wishbone offense, it's rare to see your quarterback lead the team in rushing and be a good team.
Dean has a huge hole up the left side, first down and more, into Wayne State territory before he's run out of bounds. But Camden Dean right away getting it done with his legs into Wayne State territory at the 48-yard line. As we see off the left side there. And now quickly back to the line of scrimmage. Not much to the right side of the offense. In there for the stop for Wayne State, Jackson Boss, the redshirt freshman out of Norfolk. No gain there. It'll be 2nd down and 10.
You always like to see the young players. Who's going to step up? Jackson Boss has been one of those guys who's been very effective on the defensive side. But the defense is going to have to be able to tackle well. This Sioux Falls team can move the ball very well on the ground.
They've gone no huddle so far on this drive. Dean on the rollout to the air for the first time out of the backfield. Can't get it to his tight end, Mark Leonard. The senior out of Rochester, Minnesota, comes up empty. It'll be 3rd and 10.
Yeah, this is where Wayne State's got to win these down and distances, 3rd down and 10. You try to put Sioux Falls in those situations where you kind of know what's coming, although with Sioux Falls, you really don't. They do so many things. You could see a quarterback run here on 3rd down and 10.
Wayne State has been, or rather Sioux Falls, has been good on 3rd down this year, 46% 3rd down conversions. They've got a 3rd and 10. Leonard in motion. Dean on the drop back. Has time, fires well, covered, incomplete, no flag. No, now the flag does come late, much to the chagrin of head coach Logan Masters.
Yeah, that was a late call. Might have been the right call. We'll see on the replay. But Jacob Bird really leaning on him there.
We'll get the call from referee Chad Crosby.
And those are aggravating penalties on a 3rd 10. You get a stop, and then you get a flag, and that, if it goes against Wayne State, that will be a 1st down for Sioux Falls.
Still trying to sort out a lot of pointing at sidelines. We'll hear from referee Chad Crosby.
Pass interference, number 24 on the defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic 1st down.
So that is on Jacob Bird, the Sioux Falls senior, native of Sioux Falls, playing against his hometown team, and got a little too handsy. That's a free 1st down for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, he was kind of leaning on him there as that pass arrived, and picked up that pass interference penalty. Now Sioux Falls keeps that drive going. If you come on the road, you'd love to get off to a good start. Sioux Falls so far so good moving the football.
1st and 10 now from the Wayne State 33, and we've got a stoppage. Not sure what the discussion is here. Our referee crew all from Minnesota today. Making a long drive down to Wayne, Nebraska. This is like Florida for the Northern Sun Conference.
Yeah.
We'll take another look at that interference. Our replays, by the way, brought to you by Madison County Bank, here to help you grow. Maybe a little bit of a push there on the pass intended for Carter Slykehouse. All right, I think we're ready to go. I think they just moved the ball back a yard, respotted it to the 34-yard line, where Sioux Falls has it 1st and 10. Nobody in the backfield with Dean. Now the man in motion, Carson Tan. The 3rd ball's loose. Dean able to come up with it. Well, that play just did not work from the start.
Well, Sioux Falls likes to run a lot of pre-snap motion there, and there was a lot of it. And then once the snap was snapped, Dean did not handle it, and they were lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, Wayne State had D lineman Barron down, but it ends up as a loss of 7. So now 2nd and 17 from the 41-yard line. Or that pre-snap shifting into the backfield goes Tan. Dean wants to go with a screen pass, batted down. That's Carter Sitzman getting his big paw on it, knocking it down. It'll be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's a great job. Sitzman has been very effective on the defensive side of the ball for Wayne State this year and swatted that one. Had a chance there to catch it. But great defensive play. Now here we are again, 3rd down. This time it's 3rd down and 17. And again, defensively, you want to get off the field here on this play.
3 receivers split wide, 2 to the left, 1 to the right for now. We'll see what they do motion-wise. All kinds of pre-snap window dressing in this Cougar offense. Dean to the air. Has a man. It is caught. It's going to depend on the spot. I think he's short. The pass was complete to Christian Janis, the sophomore out of Iowa City. And it looks like it's going to be 4th and a yard.
Well, it was a well-run route there against that zone. Wayne State was sitting back in a zone, and Janis did a great job there to get open inside that zone, but 1 yard short. But it does set them up for this chance here on 4th down. Very makeable.
Braden Cheney, the one who knocked him out of bounds, now 4th and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, it's going to depend on the spot. That was Dylan Rudnigan, the senior running back. They're marking him at the 19, which would be enough.
That's pretty
and
close,
it is indeed enough for a first down for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, he got it, but not by a whole heck of a lot.
So from 3rd and 17 to a 4th down conversion, the Sioux Falls opening drive continues.
Yeah, we've had a 3rd and 10 and a 3rd and 17 situation for Sioux Falls. They've overcome both of those. The first one with a penalty, and the second one, that 3rd down and 17, they set up a 4th down here in short just a moment ago.
From the 24 now on 1st down. Sweep play to the left on the pitch. Wayne State hems it in pretty well. Solid gain by Janice, the sophomore out of Iowa City West High School. Brought down by Gerald Fly, the senior out of Irving, Texas. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Yeah, 4 yards on 1st down there. Wayne State has been very good defensively the last couple of weeks, only have allowed 7 points. With Southwest Minnesota State getting the only touchdown, they shut out University of Mary last week.
That was just Janice's 2nd rushing attempt this season. Now, huge hole up the right side. He's gone. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. That's Carlson Tan III, his first rushing touchdown this season.
Yeah, he right up the gut there against Wayne State. Big hole. You just see just great blocking. He just got a big hole there and gets through it very quickly and gets into the end zone. So a great drive here to start the ball game from the Cougars.
Sioux Falls lining up to go for 2. They will indeed go for 2. Off the right side, nothing doing. They tried a trick play, but Wayne State not fooled at all, and Bennett Brick brought down in the backfield. So 10:46 to go, first quarter, 6-0. Sioux Falls with the lead. You're watching Wayne State football on NCN.
How liberal is Dan Osborne? Get this. You worked for your Social Security, but Osborne would give those benefits away to illegal immigrants. It's a slap in the face to seniors. Social Security benefits for illegals? Dan Osborne is so far left, he's not right for Nebraska. Deb Fisher fights for us. She stood with Trump to secure our border and protect Social Security. President Trump endorsed. Deb Fisher for Senate.
I'm Deb Fisher, and I approve this message.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Impressive opening drive by Sioux Falls. They take it down the field, 10 plays, 75 yards in 4 minutes and 14 seconds. Get the touchdown, but biff the 2-point conversion. So it's 6-0. Sioux Falls with the lead. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Bobbled on the return. This is going to cost Wayne State some yardage, as Jaden Johnson only able to get out across the 15 to the 17-yard line. So not great field position, but a Wayne State offense that has, in terms of yardage, they've not really lit it up, but they are great at finishing off drives and taking advantage of short fields from turnovers.
Yeah, the turnovers has been, that's one of the things they've done very well is taking advantage of turnovers and not turning the ball over. Only 3 turnovers on the year. They have not given up any points off those 3 turnovers.
Here's Nick Bowen out for the first time. Wants to go deep early on into double coverage and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Kendrick Watkins-Hogue, who had a huge game against Sioux Falls last year, 3 touchdowns in that 28-20 win a year ago. Incomplete there, though. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, for Sioux Falls, Joseph Sapp, who is in coverage, the Butte Community College transfer, limping off the field. So Kane McWilliams, the junior, will check in at corner instead.
Looks like there's a flag down at the 50-yard line as well. And perhaps an accidental flag.
Oh, they are moving backwards.
Oh, they are. Yep, there we go.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
Ah.
Offense, it's coach. Half the distance
The
to the goal line,
coach.
second down.
Oh, they call that on Logan Masters.
I think coach was maybe thinking his receiver was held up there.
So now it'll be second and a whole bunch. Back at the 8-yard line. Here's Latravius Boyd for the first time. Not much. A yard maybe, but that is it. And Matt Gehring, the redshirt sophomore, Minnesota State transfer, stopping Boyd for very little, and it'll be third and long.
Yeah, not the situation you want if you're Wayne State. If you're Sioux Falls, you're loving the way this game's starting. You take that drive, 10 plays, 75 yards for a touchdown to get that lead. And now Wayne State in a really bad situation of their own. Here, 3rd and 19 at their own goal line area.
They'll keep it on the ground again. Boyd will just try to see what he can get to the outside. Not much. So Wayne State's first offensive possession, not a successful one. They'll have to punt it away after the penalty forces them into a 3-and-out situation.
Well, the only good news for Wayne State in this situation is that the wind is blowing pretty good now out of the south. So you have the wind at your back a little bit. And you're certainly hoping that Marshall here can kick one a long way and try to flip this field.
Trevor Marshall, punter/wide receiver for Wayne State. He's done a little bit of everything for them this year. Low kick, backpedaling, and receiving it at the 41-yard line is Carter Slykaus. He's driven out of bounds there. So a pretty good punt, flips the field a little bit, but Lou, that Wayne State defense did not get a ton of time to rest after giving up that 10-play drive.
Yeah, absolutely. You just gave up a touchdown. Now you're right back on the field after the offense sputters. And boy, Sioux Falls really set up well here, about the 47-yard line.
It was a 50-yard punt by Marshall. But now Sioux Falls, 1st and 10, good field position at their own 47-yard line. Dean will keep, not much. Undercut right at the line of scrimmage, falls forward for maybe a yard or two. Luke Lambert, the sophomore out of Greenberg, able to make the stop. It'll be 2nd and 10.
As far as the defense goes, that touchdown drive, you had Sioux Falls at 3rd and long twice. And we're not able to stop them. That penalty obviously helped, and then a nice pass and catch that set up Sioux Falls up on the 4th down. But you had them where you wanted them a couple of times. You've got to continue to do that and try to win that 3rd and long situation.
2nd and 10. Dean keeping it himself, breaks a tackle to the outside, knocked out of bounds in Wayne State territory. It'll be 3rd down after the play stopped by Alex Scholl, the senior linebacker. Again, Wayne State's linebacking core has been short-handed when they lost preseason All-American Alec Kowalczyk to injury. They've certainly missed his presence, although they've had players step up. Dexter Larson has been incredible as a linebacker for Wayne State this year.
Yeah, Larson has been very good. Alex Scholl has been good as well. They've got some good players, but boy, you lose a guy like Kowalczyk. He's such a factor out there. 2nd year in a row they're playing at this level without him.
3rd down and 3. They're going to go to the outside. Can he turn the corner? He cannot. Great pursuit on the ball. Making the play from the backfield was Mitchell Anderson. The ball came out. They said he was down. It'll be 4th down and 1. They've already converted 1 4th and 1, and the offense staying on the field again.
Yeah, no doubt they're going to go for it here. You've got good field position. Even if you don't get it, you know, it's not catastrophic, but Sioux Falls feels pretty confident in this situation where it's 4th down and a little bit less than 1.
Oh, they got the bobsled team formation. Now they line them up in the backfield. 4th down and 1. Going to try to get it to the outside and do. 1st down Sioux Falls. Just speed on speed, and Dylan Rudnigan, second leading rusher on the team, beat Wayne State's defense to the edge.
Yeah, nobody out there. That was a good call. Rudnigan there hits that edge and picks up another first down. Sioux Falls moving the ball once again.
1st and 10 now at the 33-yard line. More motion pre-snap. This time Adonis Hutchison splits to the top of the screen. They keep it on the ground with Rudnigan, and the middle shuts quickly. It'll be second down and about 8 as that interior line of Wayne State. Big Trent Rasmussen in there, Luke Lambert there as well.
Yeah, I like this defensive unit from Wayne State. The only loss they had, they struggled against Minnesota State. Again, a team that lost to the Sioux Falls Cougar bunch. But this defense has played very well as of late.
Defense only giving up 16 points per game this season. That's with that Minnesota State game. Yeah. 2nd and 8. Rudnigan tries to misdirect to the outside, able to slip a tackle, stays on his feet across the 30. Just sort of pinballs his way down to the 28-yard line. And 3rd and a manageable 5 upcoming for the Cougars.
That's kind of a broken record here, but it's 3rd and medium here. But, you know, if you're the Wayne State Wildcats, you got to win these down and distances. And for Sioux Falls, you're in a situation where you're okay with you get 3 or 4 yards here on this play because you're pretty confident on 4th and short.
3rd down and 5. I mean, their only conversion on 3rd down has been a penalty. They have not actually converted a 3rd down yet in this game. Dean doesn't have it. Able to spin away from one defender. Makes another miss and eventually, finally, brought down after making 3 defenders miss. Dexter Larson brings him down for the sack.
Well, Camden Dean is a whirling dervish out there. My goodness, I'm dizzy just watching this replay. He spun about 3 times. Good job by Wayne State to be relentless and stay after him, not allow him to get away. And it looks like you're kind of in no man's land here. I think Sioux Falls is going to go for it here on 4th down, about 9.
4th and 9 after Larson's 3rd sack of the season. Trips to the right, 1 receiver split to the left. 4th and 9, big play here early on. Wayne State bringing some pressure. 1-on-1, flag comes in as both players hit the deck. Now a second flag is in.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think they're going to get Wayne State with pass interference again.
Yeah, they were targeting on the left side Christian Janis. He got tangled up with Joe Morrison. Officials talking it over. 2 flags came in.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. Ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic, first stop.
So Wayne State penalties just killing them so far here today.
Yeah. That's twice now on 3rd down. You've had pass interference penalties.
Yeah, Morrison, I mean, they did get tangled up, but Morrison had the arms up as well. So Sioux Falls, 4th and 9 converted, now 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, that's right. That was 4th down. So conversions off of penalties have really helped Sioux Falls.
Camden Dean doesn't get anything. Luke Lambert breaks through, loss on the play. Wayne State starting to play a bit angry defensively.
Yeah. Lambert from Greenwood, Nebraska. That's a nice play. The problem so far has been, though, I mean, again, this is the second drive of the game for Sioux Falls. And how many times has Wayne State had them in long yardage situations? They just keep finding ways, whether it's a penalty or a pass completion, to get out of those long yardage situations.
2nd down and 16 after the loss of 6. Dean slings it out of the backfield, blocked well down the sideline, staying on his feet, and into the end zone is Carter Slykehouse. Touchdown, Sioux Falls.
Well, great execution on that play. Great block by the tight end, Travis Yonke, out in front of that play. Just leveled a Wayne State defender. We'll see it again here. And you watch tight end, if you can here. Watch that block. That's just a great block and a great move at the end of that play to get away from another defender. Sioux Falls rolling right now.
But now they'll try the traditional extra point. Kick by Nick Hernandez is up and good. Well, this could not have gone much better for Sioux Falls so far. 3:49 to go in the quarter. 13-0 Cougars lead. This is News Channel Nebraska.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
Wayne State returning the kickoff. Jaden Johnson across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Sioux Falls with a 13-0 lead here in our first quarter, brought to you by Yankton Medical Clinic. At Yankton Medical Clinic Norfolk, they're building a Norfolk legacy, one patient at a time, one generation at a time. From family practice to expert specialists, they're here for you today and every day. Wayne State has run just 3 plays so far compared to 19 for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, 98 yards for Sioux Falls, 1 for Wayne State in this quarter.
Penalties have been the story thus far. They have kept drives going that should have been stopped. Gain on first down there for a couple as Wayne State goes to the ground. It'll be second down and 8 after that carry by, I believe, Brennan Hayes, the freshman out of Creston, Iowa. Being his first action, so second down and 8. Bone, option pass out of the backfield, perfectly run. That's Boyd down the near sideline into Sioux Falls territory. He's gone. Wow. Touchdown, Wayne State. Welcome back, Latravius Boyd.
How about a 75-yard pass? And it really froze the defense there. Nick Bone looked like he was going to run. He pulls up at the last minute and throws just a bit of a wheel route, I guess, out to Latravius Boyd in the flat. And Latravius Boyd, look at that speed down the sidelines. Big time Latravius Boyd touchdown. Much needed play there for Wayne State. Just really being dominated in this quarter. But that's the good thing, that there's 4 quarters, right? Not just one. And then the big play gets Wayne State not only back in the game with the score, but back in the game mentally. They needed a play like that.
That's Latravius Boyd's first receiving touchdown this year. His 9th touchdown overall. The Wayne State getting a sideline warning from the officials. They're excited. They know what this game means. Extra point is up and good from Boston Hensley. And Wayne State, boy, they needed that. They needed that one. 13-7. Sioux Falls' lead trimmed to 6. That's the good news. The bad news, if you're Wayne State defense, you're like, wait, we got to go back out there again already? Come on, guys.
Yeah, your defense is going, could you have made maybe a 10-play drive or something, give us a little rest? That Sioux Falls offense has been good, but at the same time, Wayne State has made plays. They just haven't. They've made the wrong play at the wrong time that's allowed Sioux Falls to keep these drives going with some penalties. But again, I think just mentally for this team, they needed you'll take that 75-yard play because it just kind of gets you that, that deep breath, I guess, to get back in this game.
Boy, he's had a good season, but if he hadn't missed a month, how great a year would Latravius Boyd be having? That's his 9th touchdown. Had a couple last week. He has been so good this season. Now over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, I like that play call because the defense came up, much like Dean with Bone, you got to worry about his feet. And defense came up because they thought that was going to be a quarterback run, and right before he gets to the line of scrimmage, he pulls up and hits Boyd, and nobody out there. Boyd able to take it to the house. Great speed from Latravius.
So the kick into the end zone. Sioux Falls will start at the 25-yard line. 1st and 10. Well, if you're Wayne State defensive coordinator Scott McLaughlin, I hope whatever message you've been giving has been given quickly, because the defense has got to get back out there on very little rest. Now, their 2 deep is very deep. They've got a lot of guys that they can rotate in, especially on that defensive line. So freshness shouldn't be an issue as of yet.
Yeah, you're right. They do play a lot of guys. I think the message now is just, don't make those critical errors. You've had them where you want them several times, and you keep letting them out of those situations. You just got to, get them in that 3rd down and then make the play.
Up the middle. That's a big hole and a nice run for Carlson Tan III, redshirt freshman out of Aurora, Colorado. Only had 22 carries coming into today. He's been a big part of the Sioux Falls offense so far, though.
Yeah, it's a great name. Sounds like he belongs to some yacht club.
Yes, Carlson Tan III. 2nd down and short. Boy, with an offense like this is a dangerous down and distance.
Yes, it is.
Dean gets the call from the sideline. They go back to Tan, and Wayne State ready for it. Losing yards on the play. How about Trent Rasmussen, the junior out of Rockville, Nebraska, shaking off the block, making the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Well, football is not always a complicated game. Sometimes it's just beating the man in front of you. And that's what he did there. Fights off the block, makes a big tackle.
And now we've got a player down for Sioux Falls. It is one of their linemen. That is number 62, Ben Peterson, their right guard, the 310-pound junior out of Mason City, Iowa. So it will be Sioux Falls checking on this. We'll take a break. You're watching Wayne State football on NCN.
My name is Megan Anderson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. As a banking customer, I personally would enjoy working with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we are locally owned, we can make fast local decisions. However, we do have the technology of larger financial institutions, but we can just provide it to you on a small town, local, face-to-face customer feel. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Well, not a good sign for Sioux Falls. Ben Peterson not able to put much of any weight at all on his leg. Now, the backup is a redshirt freshman from Nebraska, Barrett Walker, the Lincoln Pius, the 10th grad. So he's in at right guard, meaning he is lined up right across from Trent Rasmussen, who's been a monster already today. And now we've got all kinds of movement. 3rd and 3, I think, is about to become 3rd and 8 for Sioux Falls. Tyler Euchen moved and moves him back 5 yards.
Yeah, I think Jackson Boss got him to move. He's kind of made a movement toward the line of scrimmage without being offsides and forced the tackle to react to it. We'll see it again here. Watch if you can't see Jackson Boss, number 48 at the bottom of the screen.
Anybody who's been a defensive lineman in Class A over the last 5 years, they understand when Jackson Boss flinches, you move.
Yeah.
He was a terror for the Norfolk Panthers. So now 3rd and 8 for Sioux Falls. Can Wayne State get off the field defensively? On play action, Dean. Pressure brought down from behind. Sacked. That's Luke Lambert from the backside, and Sioux Falls will have to punt.
Watch the stunt defensively, and you got Lambert coming from that backside. And Dean never saw him. That's a great job coming from that backside to make the play. Finally, get that 3rd down win. And it's not a first down or a 4th and 1. You get the win and force Sioux Falls. Now they're going to punt into a fairly stiff wind here. They should get good field position.
It's picked up over the course of this game. First sack of the year for the former Ashland Greenwood Blue Jay. Not a good punt. This one will be down at the 47-yard line. 28-yard punt, no return. So how the fortunes have turned. Yeah. All of a sudden, Wayne State with a chance to take the lead. Final minute, first quarter.
Yeah, kind of interesting statistically. 22 plays in this first quarter, for Sioux Falls, 5 for Wayne State. One of those, though, was a 75-yard touchdown pass. So you'll take that.
The strangest stat to me, Lou, technically, Sioux Falls is 0 for 4 on 3rd downs today.
Yeah.
And yet they found ways to finish drives. 1st and 10 from the 48. Bowen alone in the backfield. Timing route might have been tipped. Still found its way to the receiver. That is Curtis Whitty, I believe, the freshman out of Council Bluffs, Iowa, making the play. Some freshmen getting some time in the Hall of Fame game.
Getting some young'uns out there in a big ball game.
2nd down and
get some young'uns out there, and I see some of those big offensive linemen for Wayne State. Certainly Jet Jansen there that left tackle. He's a senior. He's not a young'un, and he's not small either. He's a very big man.
2nd down and 2 after the gain of 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Big hole off the left side. There's a 1st down. Another true freshman making plays. Brennan Hayes, the Creston, Iowa native.
Yeah.
Moving the sticks for the Wildcats.
Hayes and Akeem Knox have done very well as freshmen coming in when Latravius Boyd was hurt. And both those guys have been very productive in that role into the first quarter here.
1 quarter in the books. We told you this one was going to be exciting. It's 13-7. Sioux Falls with the lead. This is Wayne State football on NCN.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
The Chinese Communist Party weaponizes technology, from spy balloons to cyber attacks. And they use TikTok to target our kids and push their propaganda.
Conservative fighter Pete Ricketts.
That's why I was the first governor in America to ban TikTok on state devices and help pass a law banning our adversaries from owning TikTok. Now I'm working to fight China's spying and stop the communists from buying our land. Enough is enough. I'm Pete Ricketts, and I approve this message.
(13-7) Sioux Falls on our scoreboard, brought to you by Faith Regional Physician Services. When hard work hits you hard, have faith. Also by Currency. Need financing for RVs, ATVs, or other expensive items? Currency here to help. Visit gocurrency.com today. Interception. Underthrown ball, and Sioux Falls coming back with it. This is Connor Aldrich. Brought down at the 20-yard line, and Sioux Falls coming up with a huge turnover, something Wayne State has not done much of at all this year.
Yeah, it's only turnover number 4, and that's a tough throw, even for a guy like Nick Bone. Throwing against a stiff wind across the field, that ball hung up in that wind and made that interception fairly easy. At the end of that play, Jaden Johnson there nearly got a penalty called on him because I don't think he meant to do anything. He wasn't sure if the Sioux Falls defender there that made that interception was down or not, but hit him after he was down. I think the officials made a good no call. It wasn't any egregious play.
Now from the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 for Sioux Falls. Handoff here up the middle. That's Matt Grzybowski, redshirt junior out of Green Bay, Wisconsin, getting a few. Here's a crazy stat about Wayne State. You mentioned only 4 turnovers. They have yet to give up a point off turnovers this season. They are plus 63 this season in points off turnovers.
That is amazing. Well, first of all, you're not turning it over. Just did a moment ago, but not much over the course of the season. The other thing is when the other team turns it over, you're making them pay. That's one of the reasons you have a really good record.
2nd down, 7. Dean changing things at the line of scrimmage, it appears. And now a lot of confusion in Sioux Falls. We'll have to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. 13-7 Cougars with the lead. This is Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
First minute, second quarter, Wayne State defense trying to come up with a big stop after Wayne State committing just their 4th turnover of the season. An interception that sets up Sioux Falls with now a 2nd and 7 from the 22-yard line. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Boy, they're really testing the endurance of this Wayne State defense so far. They've run almost 3 times as many offensive plays, have Sioux Falls. Quick hitter to the outside, incomplete. Well covered. That was Adrian Pigeon on the coverage. They were trying to get it to Adonis Hutchinson, but the Mayville State transfer, senior out of Las Vegas, Nevada, makes the play. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, Pigeon, that was great coverage that time. Played that one perfectly. No pass interference on that one. Now again, here we go. 3rd down and 7. This is a big down and distance. It's been a problem in that first quarter for Wayne State. These are the down and distances. You're going to win the ball game. Get Sioux Falls in them. You got to win these situations.
3rd down and 7. Camden Dean surveying the field, looking right, has it caught, 1st down. The first actual 3rd down conversion of the game for Sioux Falls. That's Hutchinson getting in front of Joe Morrison to make the play. 1st and 10 Cougars.
Look like man coverage there, and I'll tell you what, much like we've seen Nick Bone over the years. I mean, he's got that rifle for an arm and can run. This guy makes me think a lot of him. That was just a great pass and a really well-run route for that 1st down.
Dean 3 of 6 through the air, 40 yards and a touchdown so far. They keep it on the ground here up the middle. Not much at all. That interior line of Wayne State holding Grzybowski to little to nothing. It'll be 2nd down and 10. But Wayne State's 1st down defense has been fantastic today.
Yeah. They have had the Sioux Falls in 3rd down and long like about 4 times already, and they've just had trouble stopping them in that situation. But you're right, on 1st down, they've been outstanding.
2nd and 10. Dean, plenty of time, looking deep, wants it all, has a man, caught in stride in Wayne State territory, Carter Slykehouse. The grad student making a huge play over the Wayne State defense, and it's 1st and 10.
Well, it's a little difference now throwing the ball with the wind at your back. And that was perfectly placed. That's just a great pass by Dean.
Slykehouse, the leading receiver coming into today, 50 receptions among the leaders in the conference.
Slykehouse showed his speed there. He got past that defense. He got a step on the defender, and that ball put right in his hands.
Now 1st and 10 from the 16 of Wayne State. Sioux Falls trying to be the first team to score points off a Wildcat turnover. And, Sioux Falls did not get the playoff in time.
offense.
Wow.
5-yard penalty, still first down.
That seemed fast.
Yeah, they were indicating that they didn't think the play clock had reached 0 yet. But a 5-yard penalty on Sioux Falls. The second penalty on Sioux Falls today. So 1st and 15. Keep it on the ground, up the middle. Following blocker, staying on his feet inside the 15. Down to the 12-yard line is Rudnigan. Rudnigan, 426 rushing yards coming into today, just over 50 yards a game. Really solid solid gain there of 9 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Yeah, again, you just keep getting Sioux Falls backed up, and they know how to handle those situations. That's a nice gain off that penalty.
2nd and 6. Nobody on the left side, or on the right side, I should say. Dean looking for the screen, not there. Now scrambles up the middle. This is where he's really dangerous, is freelancing, powering his way toward the first down sticks. Camden Dean, strong running. And I believe it'll be 1st and goal, Sioux Falls. It is indeed. First down as Camden Dean didn't have the pass play, so he made it happen with his legs.
Yeah, he is fantastic. We talk a lot again about Nick Bone being a running back playing quarterback. You could say the same thing about Dean. That was just fantastic to make. It didn't look like he was going to get anything out of that, and instead is able to pick up a first down.
1st and goal from the 6. Janis in motion. They'll give it to Janis, looking for somewhere to go off the sweep and can't get anywhere. Into the backfield, that's Sitzman making the play back at the 11. That's a loss of 5.
He tried to cut back and lost his footing. And granted, I would hit the ground too if Carter Sitzman's waiting for me.
It's impressive to get a tackle without touching a guy. Yeah. Sitzman just intimidated his way to a tackle there.
Is that some mind thing? You just like you're going down.
I did see Sitzman practicing the Jedi mind thing earlier. Was trying to levitate some Gatorade. 2nd and goal from the 11. Mark Leonard in motion. Dean looking over the middle late, has a man. Wayne State there for it, though. It'll be 3rd and goal as a very, very little gain for Noah Robertson, the sophomore out of Sioux Falls. Gets about 3 back, so now 3rd and goal from the 8.
That's a good hit and a good tackle by Jacob Bird there off that completion. Again, and here we are again, another 3rd down situation. Now, as you mentioned, they haven't gotten a lot of them outside of off of penalties, but they've gotten them. They've gotten first downs, or they've set up for a 4th down situation. Got to win this down.
3rd and goal from the 7. Dean over the middle, caught. Wow, what a pass. Touchdown, Sioux Falls. That's Carter Slykehouse, his 8th of the season.
Well, I think Dean should just think about maybe playing pro baseball. That's a strike. That is a fastball. Like a lot of Wayne State hands there. He just threw it right through all of them. And boy, what a catch there too for the touchdown, going low. Slykehouse for the touchdown. That's a big drive there for Sioux Falls. First points off turnovers all season against Wayne State.
Correction, Slykhouse's 9th touchdown. That's his 2nd today. And Sioux Falls offense getting it done. Finishing off another drive, they lead 20-7. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
At Faith Regional Physician Services, ensuring our patients receive high-quality care in a location that is convenient for them is at the heart of all that we do, which is why we couldn't be prouder to have expanded our service offerings by adding 2 ear, nose, and throat experts to our world-class team of providers. If you or your child are dealing with painful ear infections, troublesome ringing in your ears, agonizing throat soreness, or other ear, nose, and throat or head, speech, and sleep conditions, turn to Dr. Justin Oltman and Dr. Eric Roy for relief. Our 2 ear, nose, and throat specialists believe in a patient-focused approach to care and offer advanced technology paired with their training and expertise for the best possible outcomes. Don't let earaches, sinus infections, allergies, or difficulty swallowing control your life. Our physicians can help you find freedom from pain and discomfort using both surgical and non-surgical.
Back live at Bob Cunningham Field, Jaden Johnson out across the 25 to the 28-yard line where Wayne State will take over 1st and 10. But another impressive drive by Sioux Falls, set up by the turnover. Goes 10 plays, 81 yards, takes 6:03 off the clock. And you've got Sioux Falls dominating time of possession, almost 18 minutes to just 3:27 for Wayne State.
Yeah, this is where you'd like to maybe a long drive here, put together a drive and allow that defense to rest and end it in points. Certainly a long way to go, only down 13, but I think you need to be productive here offensively.
Trying a little sweep to the outside, slowed up a little bit. Going to the outside was Akeem Knox, the freshman. He actually slipped going in motion, might have cost him some speed. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, 183 yards already here in the first half for Sioux Falls. I go back to that Minnesota State game, and Hayden Eckern, the quarterback for Minnesota State, how productive he was at 318 total yards, 66 yards rushing in that game. And you see what a running quarterback that can throw the ball as well, how tough they are to defend.
Bone pressured. Fires late over the middle, a bad pass, intercepted. That's a big man INT, Alex Maxim. Redshirt sophomore D-end out of Germantown, Wisconsin. Bone maybe got caught trying to do a little too much there.
Yeah, I think you rarely see this, but Nick Bone forced this ball. Really nobody open, just kind of threw it kind of across his body there, and the big fellow was waiting, and that's a huge mistake. You know, we were just kind of saying you need to be productive offensively, maybe put together a drive. You don't want to go 3 and out. What's worse is you turn it over now. Now your defense has to come out with the short field, so you're really putting a lot of stress on this defensive unit.
1st and 10 from the 28 for Wayne State. Dean thought about throwing to the far sideline, will be brought down to the backfield instead. Jackson Boss making the play. It's a loss. Back to the 33-yard line, 2nd down and 15.
I really like this young fella from Norfolk. He's playing well for this Wayne State unit. That's a big play. Try to get these guys off schedule. Now, it hasn't really worked all this first half, get these guys behind the chains, but boy, this is a real imperative defensive. You need to stop here. You've got to turn these guys away.
Boss now 4.5 sacks on the year. 2nd and 15. Dean, far sideline, overshot his man. Trying to get it to Janis. That was Braden Cheney in coverage. It'll be 3rd and long now for Sioux Falls.
And here we go again. That's the first time you really saw Dean throw a bad ball. That ball sailed out of bounds. He's been really good putting the ball in his receiver's hands. Now for Wayne State, you can't allow a big gain here. You can't allow Sioux Falls to get a chunk play here and set themselves up on a short, field on a 4th down situation.
3rd and 15. Sioux Falls going to keep it on the ground, try to get at least something, maybe for a manageable 4th down, but only about 3 yards by Rudden again. It'll be 4th down and 12. Decision time for Sioux Falls.
From here it's about a 47-yard field goal. Now you got the wind at your back, so it certainly improves your chances.
They are going to send the kicking unit out. Nick Hernandez, 6 of 8 on field goals this year, but his long 35. This is from 47. On its way. He's got the distance. He drilled it.
Wow.
Nick Hernandez from 47 yards out in Sioux Falls extends their lead. 6:22 to go in the half. 23-7 Cougars. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
It's Jeep Adventure Days at Woodhouse Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Browse our full lineup of new Jeeps like the capable and confident Jeep Compass. And take advantage of our current offers going on right now. Visit one of our 2 convenient locations in Blair or Bellevue today. Serving our customers since 1991. Woodhouse is your trusted Jeep dealer.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Kick into the end zone for the touchback. Wayne State coming into today had given up 0 points off of turnovers. Today, they've given up 10, and it's been huge. 23-7, Sioux Falls with the lead. If you're Wayne State, you just need to do a hard reset. This is like the computer's running slow. You just turn it off, turn it back on again. Only down 2 scores, plenty of game in front of them, but they've got to get the turnaround started here.
That's the key, is that you've got plenty of time left, but it starts now. You're right. I got a flag. Illegal
substitution. I think they had 12 in the huddle. So now Wayne State going the wrong direction. And a lot of mental errors, uncharacteristic. That's the 4th penalty against Wayne State this half. Not a heavily penalized team, only averaging about 5 a game. They go to Boyd on the ground, not much there. Boyd had the 75-yard touchdown reception earlier. He gets a yard on the carry there. It'll be 2nd and 14.
It's been a tough go here for Wayne State in this first half. You just the good thing is on that defensive stop there, they only gave up 3. That kind of keeps you a little bit closer, obviously. Wayne State offense has been pretty quiet outside of that pass to Boyd in the first quarter.
Look out, blitz coming. Pass got away.
Wow.
Bowen did not see it. He was able to stand in there and deliver the pass to Trey Miller, the junior, out of Weston, Nebraska. But Bowen paid for that pass. It'll be 3rd and 9.
Pretty sure you were telling him to look out. That wasn't to all of us. That was to him.
That wasn't me announcing. That was me reacting in the moment. Yeah, that weak side blitz was there. Bowen was able to get the pass off. Got about 3, maybe 4. So now 3rd down and 9.
Nick Bowen's got so much experience. You got to stay aggressive here and be able to make plays.
Pressure coming again. Bone gets it away. Open in the zone. 1st down, Wayne State. And that's the guy you go to, your money man, Kendrick Watkins-Hogue, the redshirt sophomore. Hard to believe he's just a sophomore. The numbers this young man could put up by the time he's done could be eye-popping.
Outstanding receiver. Did a good job to find the hole in the zone. And Nick Bone rifles it to him for that 1st down. Keeps this drive alive. Much needed conversion.
1st and 10 from the 39. Bowen will keep it himself. Oh, look at the patience. That's what you talk about, Lou, when you talk about a running back playing quarterback. That is incredible patience, doesn't force the issue and gets 6.
Yeah, that's 2 things. That's that running back instincts, but it's also experience. You wait for that block to get set up, and then you explode through the hole that that block creates. And that's a nice gain there on 1st down.
2nd down and 4 from the 45. Wayne State, this is their longest sustained drive of the game. believe it or not.
And the defense will be very happy to see this go on a little bit longer and hopefully end in points.
Wayne State calls timeout. We take one as well. 4:14 to go in the half. 23-7 Sioux Falls. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
NCN Sports is brought to you by U-Safe Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health. And by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone. See the Trainer, with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry because you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
Second down for Wayne State with 2 timeouts left. Trailing 16 to Sioux Falls alongside Lou Seifgram, Eric McKay. Hall of Fame Saturday. Beautiful day at Bob Cunningham Field. A far cry from the Wayne State game a year ago today as another flag comes in. This will be a false start against Wayne State, so it'll be second and 9.
Still 7 down.
Lou, I know you remember a year ago
Yeah.
today when Wayne State and Augustana were having a snowball fight on this field.
Yeah, that was one of those games where I'm up here in the booth and I'm going, am I going to be able to get home? It just started snowing really hard, and then it cleared up, thank goodness. One of those weird October squalls that came through, but yeah, much nicer day today.
Second down and 9, Bowen on the keeper. Bounces to the outside. He'll slide down out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's something that I'm sure Nick Bowen has had to learn to do, which is slide instead of absorbing contact in the open field like that.
Yeah, guys like Nick Bowen don't want to slide. They want to run you over, but he's so important back there at that quarterback spot. You got to keep him healthy if you can, and you'd rather have him give that up and maybe give up a yard or two, but keep him healthy.
Wayne State 1 of 2 on third downs. They have a 3rd and 3 here. Try to get it on the ground, but Sioux Falls ready for it. They've done a great job in run defense today. That's Andy Henson, top 10 in the conference in tackles this year. A redshirt freshman of West Branch, Iowa, stopping Boyd in the backfield, and Wayne State's got a punt.
They just shot through there at that middle linebacker spot. Nothing doing on that play for Wayne State. Now you got to punt the ball away, and you're kind of in dangerous territory here. You can't allow Sioux Falls to score more points here before halftime. That makes it a big mountain to climb.
50-yard punt last time for Marshall. It's a good one again. Fair caught at the 22-yard line. That's a 42-yard punt. Sorry, 44-yard punt. No return. So Sioux Falls backed up at the 22-yard line. 2:59 to go. 2 timeouts left. And Lou, you said it. Wayne State cannot let the Cougars score here.
Yeah, you can't. It's you got a whole half to play. You've got to keep it close. And some of that, you talk about the psyche of the game. I mean, if you go in at halftime, you're not happy, but you're going, hey, we're down 16. We can make this up. Go down 23. That's another story. So you not only you certainly want to stop them here. You'd love to maybe get a turnover and give yourself a chance to score before the end of the half yourself.
Dropping back to pass, Dean over the middle, open man. That's incomplete, broken up. Great close defensively by Marzion Cosby, the junior Northern Arizona transfer at 2nd and 10.
Yeah, that was the hit from Cosby that knocked that ball loose. Just a great play defensively. That was a good throw. Man's open. Watch Cosby. They just jarred that ball loose.
Great shot from our camera crew there as well. It'll be
Absolutely.
2nd down and 10. Dean 6 of 11 through the air, 113 yards. That's 10 yards an attempt. You'll take that every time.
Absolutely.
Three receivers split wide on 2nd and 10. It's a keeper. Dean has blockers. Trying to get the edge, does so, turns the corner, good gain. It'll be 3rd and short coming up for the Cougars.
I tell you, if you're a Wayne State fan, I mean, Dean's a good thrower.
Yeah.
But you almost rather have him throw the ball because when he starts running, you just go, oh no, something big's going to happen here for Sioux Falls. He's a very diverse quarterback. He can run and throw. He's just multi-dimensional. But that running game, he's just so difficult to bring down at that quarterback spot.
3rd down and 4. Sioux Falls sending Slykehouse in motion. Pressured, gets it away off his back foot, almost caught. That was well covered, but a great effort to catch the ball. And Dean took an absolute shot from, I think that was Rasmussen again. Boy, he's been everywhere defensively. That's a big defensive stop for Wayne State.
Yeah, that was a great play, and yeah, that's if he catches that one, you know it's not your day, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a great effort. He almost came up with it. Great effort, but you win those battles, you win those games most of the time, and he almost came up with that one.
Of course, Lincoln High fans saw Adonis Hutchinson make plays like that for a long time. He and Cedric Case, what a great 1-2 punch they were for the Lynx back in the day. Good return on the punt for Wayne State. 2:03 to go. They're going to start in plus territory with 2 timeouts. Boy, this could be a big swing before the half for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think you got to get some points here if you're Wayne State. You have that opportunity. You got great field position, and it's situations like this. If you're going to win games like this, you have to, produce. You have to put some points on the board. And I tell you what, that's you didn't get the turnover that you wanted probably at Wayne State where you get the short field, but you still get the short field. Great job by the defense to rise up and get a stop. We'll see what the offense can do.
That was a 20-yard punt return by Jacob Bird. Only net 19-yard gain by Sioux Falls. So Wayne State has it 1st and 10 at the Sioux Falls 47. Almost picking up where they left off last drive. Boy, this running game has not gone anywhere for Wayne State so far. They have just 20 net yards rushing. Boyd's not for a loss. It'll be 2nd and 11. And looks like Wayne State calling timeout here. Oh, sorry, the 2-minute timeout. I'm not used to that. 2-minute timeout. We'll take a break, come back. You're watching Wayne State football.
Let your next adventure take flight in Sarpy County, Nebraska for some high-flying fun. Legendary family adventures. Out-of-this-world shopping. Star-studded evenings. And award-winning experiences. Our flights are never canceled. Stay, play, and plan your getaway at GoSarpy.com.
Second down and 11 for Wayne State. Thankfully, it's not like the 2-minute warnings in the NFL, which last like 15 minutes for some reason. I don't understand how that works. Boy, Sioux Falls almost jumped there, able to get back. Wildcats trying to get some points before the half here. Points they could desperately use. Oh, boy, that's... Lou, we talk about it all the time. You can be too wide open, and Kendrick Watkins-Hogue would like that one back.
Oh, and a guy like Watkins Hogue is always thinking about what he's going to do after the catch because he catches it all the time. That time, I think he was thinking about making a move and did not secure the football. That's a big drop. No, it sets up 3rd down 11 here for Wayne State.
Bowen out of the gun. Rolling. Looking for somewhere to go that just has to throw it away. Great coverage downfield. Intended for Boyd out of the backfield, but frustration continuing for Wayne State's offense outside of that big play. They had a 75-yard touchdown run. Other than that, just 45 yards of offense for Wayne State in this first half.
Yeah, they've really slowed Wayne State down. As much as you love the 23 points up there on the offense has played pretty well for Sioux Falls. The defense has really dominated this game.
Punt is away. Bit of a wobbly one. Takes a Wayne State bounce and roll inside the 10. Man, oh man. How good is Wayne State's punter? That's going to be down at the 5-yard line. 38-yard punt. No return. But Trevor Marshall who's also a wide receiver, but comes into today averaging 44 yards per punt, had a 50-yarder earlier today, and that one dies at the 5-yard line.
He's one of the better punters in the country here in Division II. He's been fantastic. And I always say that, you know, you don't think much about the punter until things are going poorly sometimes. But he's been a weapon for this Wayne State team. You see it right there, pinning Sioux Falls deep. Now, you don't have, I guess you got a couple of timeouts left. But here's where, again, you'd love to force a turnover here and give yourself a real chance to score.
95 yards of Bob Cunningham field in front of him. On first down, they keep it on the ground. This is just a big old rugby scrum about 3 yards upfield. Dylan Rudnigan. Second down, Sioux Falls, you know, they're kind of in the driver's seat. They don't really need to hurry if they don't want to. Up 16. Wayne State will be getting the ball to start the second half, and there are adjustments that need to be made.
Yeah, they'll definitely have to look at some of the things that they've been doing, and especially, I think the offensive side of the ball only, you know, as you said earlier, that only that one play that went for the touchdown is really about all that Wayne State's had in this first half.
Sioux Falls letting the clock run down as much as they can. Before calling a timeout, we've got 44 seconds to go in the half. Hall of Fame day here. Wayne State will be presenting the Hall of Fame ceremony at halftime. Looking forward to that. Just a great day for football. Good time of year for football around the state of Nebraska. I've been noticing a lot of potential Wayne State recruits that are here today. Some players from all over Nebraska that are going to see their seasons continue in high school this week. News Channel Nebraska will have playoff football coming your way this Friday. We will have details on that coming soon at newschannelnebraska.com and our social medias. We will be there every step of the way of the postseason, right on through the semifinals here on NCN.
Great time of the year. Love the playoff atmosphere, and certainly in college football, we're kind of heading toward that stretch run. Big games. This is a big game here today in the Northern Sun Conference.
Now the Northern Sun, a bit of a logjam up top. This is a deep, deep conference this year. Wayne State, a part of that tie for first. Sioux Falls can spoil that a bit and get themselves in the running for a potential conference title. Rudnigan on the ground up the middle again, bouncing off defenders across the 10 down to the 12-yard line. We've got our halftime show coming up. That's brought to you in part by Insurance 365, the healthcare specialists you want to do business with. Also by Visit Kearney. Find it all in Kearney.
You mentioned Sioux Falls has that big win over Minnesota State. The two games before that, they lost to a very good Bemidji State team by 4, and at Minot State rose up and got them also by 4. That was 26-22. And then you rebound and go on the road. That's an impressive win to go on the road and beat Minnesota State. They have not lost since. They're playing great football right now.
And they're playing great football so far at the break, 23-7. Sioux Falls with the lead. Halftime show coming up. You're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit GoCurrency.com and apply today.
Halftime here at Bob Cunningham Field, 23-7. Sioux Falls with the lead over Wayne State alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay. You could do a lot worse than beautiful Bob Cunningham Field. There you see it there, an amazing facility here in Wayne. But I'll tell you what, in Kearney, they've got a pretty good one under construction. The Kearney Sportsplex, owned by the city of Kearney. It'll be opening next spring. And you got that field turf. We feel it every time we do the pregame here. Great surface. They'll have that at Kearney as well. 66,000 square feet of premium turf, which means you can do all kinds of like soccer tournaments. Lou, you see it at, when you're driving around Norfolk, where you and I live, south of town by the airport there. Those soccer tournaments, I feel like the population of Norfolk doubles when those things are going on. Those youth soccer tournaments, those are amazing, and they're going to have all kinds. You can do adult soccer tournaments as well with a field that size. And nicely located as well, right on Eunice Drive there, right by hotels, restaurants, that new Visit Kearney Center they've got built up out there. And, if you've got a youth that plays soccer in a travel program, probably plan a trip for Kearney sometime next year.
The problem with this Kearney thing is that it's next spring.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait that long. I want to get out there. It's like a kid at Christmas. When's Santa Claus going to come? When are they going to open the Kearney sports complex? I'm excited about it. I'm definitely going to have to make a trip out there and check it out.
It's like, not only is it like Christmas, but it's like Christmas knowing what's in the gift.
Yeah,
but
there
you
you
can't have it yet. It's going to be good. Kearney Sportsplex, spring of 2025 in Kearney. Back after this, you're watching News Channel Nebraska.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The yellow jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously. We want to dress sharp. We have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people that we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
One thing about working, we've always had employers that took care of all the health care for us. Navigating that was kind of scary, unknown.
We tried to do it on our own, but weren't too confident with, was this really what we should be doing? Sarah is a very welcoming, warm person, and we really enjoy working with her. We laugh, we giggle.
She presented several scenarios, kind of took over where the employer left off.
See, it's all on who you can trust, right, hon?
Yes, dear.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. Leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at ExploreWayneStateCollege.com.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Currency. Visit GoCurrency.com for details. By The Carpet Shop, providing quality residential and commercial floor covering and installation for almost 50 years.
More than 80 communities across the state count on Nebraska Public Power District to power their every day. And like a dependable neighbor, we work tirelessly to make our communities a better place to live. From preparing them for economic growth, to partnering in local events, to educating tomorrow's workforce, we are charged with creating community connections that are just as trusted and reliable as the electricity we provide. NPPD, powering our state, empowering our communities.
Halftime here at Bob Cunningham Field in Wayne. Sioux Falls with a 23-7 lead over Wayne State alongside Lou Siefker. I'm Eric McKay, and Boy, Lou, Sioux Falls did just about everything right in that first half. We'll take a look at our first half highlights here, but in terms of getting it done early on, Sioux Falls starting on the ground. But, Lou, it's Wayne State's inability to just get off the field, penalties and mistakes on third and fourth downs that have kept drives going for the Cougars.
Well, if you look at a lot of that first half, I don't know how many times they had Sioux Falls in long yardage situations on third down, and every time Sioux Falls make plays like this, get the touchdown there, they're able to find ways, whether it's through a penalty or just executing a play, they're able to get out of that, and that's kind of been the story.
This has been the big play for Wayne State so far. They need a lot more of this. Latravius Boyd, 75 yards down the sideline. You subtract that play, the Wildcats just 45 yards of offense in the first half. As Sioux Falls' defense has done the job. They held Wayne State to just 30 yards in the second quarter, coming up with turnovers, forced 2 turnovers in that second quarter. Nick Bone's thrown 2 picks today in addition to that touchdown. And both of the turnovers have resulted in points. Sioux Falls able to connect on a big play here. That would set them up for another touchdown. Carter Slykehouse has had a great first half. 3 receptions, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns, including this one over the middle. That extended Sioux Falls' lead. They've since added a field goal off of another Wayne State turnover. You see it right here. Nick Bowen trying to do a little bit too much and throws the big man INT to Alex Maxim, the 260-pound D-end, getting himself an interception. That leads to the field goal. Sioux Falls outgaining Wayne State 194 to 120, but time of possession doesn't always tell the story, but I think it does in this one.
Yeah.
Almost 22 minutes for Sioux Falls to just 8 for Wayne State. They've got to find a way to sustain something offensively in the second half.
It's one thing if you're scoring several times on plays like we saw Boyd take it to the house and you're up 21-0, you don't have a lot of time of possession. It's different when you're behind and the other team is kind of taking it to your defense a little bit, and that you got to believe that defense a little bit tired coming into halftime. So the offense, you've got to be able to move the football more. Just the one big play, just not able to move it, which is a little unusual. Wayne State, the top scoring offense in this conference, they just have not had anything working here in the first half. But we saw this against Minnesota State as well, and Wayne State made a comeback. Didn't win the game, but made a comeback, got in it, and had a chance to win it. We'll see what the second half brings. What sort of changes Wayne State elects to do here in the third quarter?
Camden Dean, 6 of 12 passing, 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wayne State has gotten to him 4 times today for sacks. Dylan Rudnigan, the leading rusher, 37 yards on 9 carries, but it was Tan that you saw getting the touchdown, the redshirt freshman, Carlson Tan. He has 29 yards on the ground. We showed just Slykehouse 3 receptions, 82 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's the leader through the air for Sioux Falls. Meanwhile, for Wayne, Nick Bone, 4 of 9, passing 101 yards, the touchdown, and 2 INTs. He's also the leading rusher with 12 yards. Wayne State just 19 yards rushing in the first half. That has to change. They're averaging just about 2 yards per carry right now. No one with more than 1 reception for Wayne State. Latravius Boyd had the 75-yard touchdown reception. 23-7, Sioux Falls with the lead over Wayne State. Back after this, you're watching News Channel Nebraska.
At Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
NCN Sports is brought to you by Sioux Pharmacy, where their mission is your family's health. And by See the Trainer. Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone. See the Trainer with locations in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
So this yellow jacket, it basically symbolizes that it's showtime.
The Yellow Jackets are a throwback to Monday Night Football.
The 1970s, Keith Jackson, Howard Cosell.
That was the big broadcast in the country. Now we're the big broadcast in Nebraska.
When News Channel Nebraska is covering a game, we want you to know that we take it seriously, we want to dress sharp, we have pride in what we do.
And we're going to wear those yellow jackets to show people, we're a little old school, but we're also the important broadcast of the night.
With 2 board-certified physicians, Dr. Charles Harper and Dr. Alan Spanel offers a high level of expertise in internal medicine. If you're over age 18 and ready to find a trusted physician who will be with you throughout your years, Dr. Harper and Dr. Spanel are ready to provide you with the medical care you need. Whether you are healthy or have several medical conditions, as internal medicine physicians, they provide the care you need. Yankton Medical Clinic, Norfolk location offers so much care so close to home.
We are here, in the field, on your farm, in your community. For over 90 years, we've been serving you, our customers, our owners. October is National Co-op Month. This year, we're honoring our cooperatives past and looking forward to our future. The future is cooperative. The future is farmers' pride.
(23-7) Sioux Falls with the lead at the half. The start of a busy Saturday around the Northern Sun Conference. Lou, what else is going on in the Northern Sun today?
Well, a pretty full slate of games, some interesting ones going on. You've got a big one between Augustana and Minnesota State. That game is in Mankato, 7-0 right now, late in the first quarter. Augustana with the lead in that one. Concordia St. Paul up on Northern State at halftime, 24-14. Minnesota Duluth, they need a win pretty badly. They've been struggling as of late, 21-7 at halftime over Minot State. Minnesota State Moorhead all over Southwest Minnesota State, 31-0. It's going to be a tough fall for the boys from Marshall, Minnesota, still winless on the season. And then Bemidji State, Winona State, that's a good game. I like Bemidji State. That's a good football team. Winona State's plucky. 7-7 in that first quarter with 3:23 to go, and obviously here Sioux Falls up on the Wayne State Wildcats 23-7.
You mentioned Augustana, Minnesota State. Those are the other 2 5-1 teams in the conference. So if this holds, Sioux Falls wins, the winner of that Augustana, Minnesota State game all of a sudden is in first place by themselves in the conference. So a lot could be changing around the conference here today. It is Hall of Fame Saturday, and some new names going into the Wayne State College Hall of Fame. Let's take you down to the field. They're going to mention and introduce us to this year's Hall of Fame inductees.
Center starting at 6:15. Our first inductee, Lisa McClintock Vanentop. Starting center for the Wildcat volleyball team from 2012 to 15. She played on 3 NCAA national tournament teams, including the 2015 team that advanced to the NCAA Final Four. She's the all-time leader in set assists at Wayne State with 5,088. Was first team All-NSIC as a junior and senior. Second team All-NSIC as a sophomore. Named All-Central Region team as a senior. And was the Elite 90 award winner at the NCAA Elite 8 as the top scholar athlete at an NCAA championship. She's married to former Wildcat football player Jeff Vanentop. They reside in Waukee, Iowa, with their 2 children, Elsie and Nash. Lisa McClintock Vanentop. Our next inductee is baseball player Tim Richt. Tim was a starting first baseman for 3.5 years on the Wildcat baseball team from 2001 to 04. He had one of the best single seasons ever at Wayne State as a senior in 2004, was All-NSIC, Co-NSIC Player of the Year, All-Central Region, and ABCA All-American First Team. In his senior season, he hit .411, helping Wayne State to the 3rd most wins in school history with a 44-18 record. He had a school record 83 hits that season with 17 homers and 65 RBI. Still holds the single season school records for hits, doubles with 25, and total bases 159. Ending his career, he hit .352, fourth in doubles with 52, tied for sixth in homers with 27, and tied for seventh in RBI at 163. Tim resides in Omaha. He's a business teacher at Miller North High School. Him and his wife Julie have 2 children, Olivia and Molly. Baseball player Tim Rick.
Next up, Jordan Spencer. Jordan Spencer was a starting forward for the Wildcat women's basketball team for 3 seasons. She started all 94 games in her 3 years at Wayne State. A graduate of Millard West High School, Spencer earned all NSIC first team honors as a junior, setting a new school record for most free throw attempts in the season while scoring double figures in 29 of the 33 games. Spencer's senior season produced another all NSIC first team honor along with all Central Region second team and WBCA honorable mention All-American. Spencer helped Wayne State College to back NSIC regular season titles as a junior and seniors, and both years advancing to the NCAA Central Region semifinals. In just 3 seasons at Wayne State, Spencer is 7th in career scoring, ranks 4th in career free throw attempts, 5th in free throws made, and 7th in career field goals made. Jordan resides in Omaha, where she is a mental health nurse practitioner with CHI Health Systems. Jordan Spencer.
Our next inductee is head coach Chris Kilsmeyer. In 10 years as head women's basketball coach at Wayne State, he led the Wildcats to unprecedented success, guiding the Cats to records of 237 and 72 overall and 166 and 50 in the NSIC. He's the all-time wins leader at Wayne State, led the Cats to 7 20-win seasons in his 10 years on the Wildcat bench. He coached Wayne State to 4 NSIC regular season titles, 2 NSIC Sanford Health Tournament titles, and 5 trips to the NCAA Division II National Tournament. He led the Cats to the 2011-12 Central Region title, hosted here at Wayne State, advancing to the school's first ever trip to the Elite Eight. He was the NSIC Coach of the Year in 2010 and 2012, and named WBCA Region 7 Coach of the Year in 2012. His 2012 NCAA Elite Eight team won a school record 32 games, capturing the NSIC regular season and tournament titles while hosting the NCAA Central Regional. Women's basketball coach Chris Kilsmeyer.
Next up are contributors Ken Jorgensen and Hunter Jorgensen. Ken Jorgensen has been a steadfast supporter of Wayne State College and its athletic program since he began his ownership in 1977 with his establishments in downtown Wayne. In 1992, he expanded his business and support after acquiring the Max Bar and Grill, managing both establishments until May of '94. In 2016, Ken further demonstrated his commitment to the community by opening the 4th Jug Sports Bar and the Jug Store on East Highway 35 in Wayne. The Max Bar and Grill, Ken and his son Hunter have played an important role as corporate partners and by hosting a variety of Wildcat events and fundraisers over the past 2 decades. Contributors Ken Jorgensen and Hunter Jorgensen.
And our final inductees, the 2015 Wildcat volleyball team. Made school history by capturing the first ever NCAA Central Regional title and advancing to the Division II National Semifinals, the farthest that any Wildcat sports team has advanced in the NCAA Division II era. The 2015 Cats were 28-8, 16-4 in the NSIC, and they beat 3 top 10 teams at the regional to advance to the Elite Eight, beating number 8 Central Missouri, number 4 Southwest Minnesota State, and top-ranked Concordia St. Paul on their home floor in a 3-0 sweep, hitting a sizzling 4-10 in the Central Region Final. At the Elite Eight, the Cats defeated Carson Newman of Tennessee 3-1 in the quarterfinals before falling to Palm Beach Atlantic in the national semifinals. That season, 5 players were named All-NSIC and All-Region. Senior libero Courtney Van Groningen was NSIC Libero of the Year. Alyssa Fraundorfer, Katie Hughes, Lisa McClintock were first team, and Elizabeth Gebhardt was second team All-NSIC. Ladies and gentlemen, our final inductees, the 2015 Wildcat Volleyball Team. Congratulations to all of our Hall of Fame inductees. We'll see you tonight at the Cantor Student Center at 6:15.
And we get ready for the start of the second half. Congratulations to the new members of the Hall of Fame. I know I'm getting old, Lou, because there are members of the College Hall of Fame that I covered in high school.
I hear you. I absolutely hear you there.
Second half is underway. Sioux Falls kicks into the end zone, so it'll be Wayne State, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. All right, your Wayne State just got to put that half behind you. Yep. Find some adjustments, and most importantly, I think, get something going offensively on this drive.
Yeah, we've said it so many times, but I think it's an important drive here. You've got to get something established. Even if you don't put points on the board, you've got to move the ball, get field position. You'd certainly like to be able to put points on the board on this drive, but you haven't moved the ball outside of a big pass play the entire first half.
Nick Bowen will hand off. Latravius Boyd. This is the part of the game that's got to get going for Wayne State. Boyd only a yard there. Wayne State's rushing game has just not been working, just 1.9 yards per carry in the first half. Another yard there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Sioux Falls very aggressive against the run, really come up and pursue that football. We'll see if if Wayne State runs any misdirection at some point in this run game, because Sioux Falls so aggressively tracks that football down.
2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line. They go to the ground again. Boyd finds some room this time. Latravius Boyd has a 1st down. His longest run of the day. That's got to feel good for the Wayne State offense to see a 1st down on the ground.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Running on that right side of that offensive line. Gets a good hole there that time. And Boyd's got good feet in tight spaces, able to get through there and pick up a much-needed 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 38. Bowen alone in the backfield. Sends Boyd in motion. Bowen will keep and get stuffed. Wrapped up and brought down. Gang tackled. Andy Henson in on the stop along with Preston Yonke. Gain of maybe a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I think if Wayne State has something in their playbook where maybe you bring the ball to the right and then have somebody over there to come back to the left side, you might make a big play out of that based on the ball pursuit from the Sioux Falls defense.
2nd down 9 from the 39. Bone to the air, 1st time this half. Timing route, has a man, caught, 1st down. Into Sioux Falls territory goes Jaden Johnson. His 1st reception today, somehow. And it is 1st and 10, Wayne State.
Yeah, you got to get the senior from Lake Charles, Louisiana, the football, and get him to make plays. He's one of your playmakers. That's another one. Wayne State now looking alive a little bit offensively, if they can finish this drive off.
Johnson 2nd on the team in receiving yards coming into today. 1st and 10 from the Sioux Falls 45. Johnson in motion. Bone fakes the pass, keeps it himself on the ground, has 1st down yardage. The ball came out. I believe he was down. Yes, the near linesman, line judge Martin Picarna, says he was down. So it's 1st down yardage for Wayne State. This is exactly the type of drive they needed to start this half.
No question about it. Bone took a shot there at the end, got up a little slowly, but appears to be okay. Boy, that's a guy you want out there, and you're trying to come back, the senior quarterback from Bennington.
11-yard gain, 1st and 10, 34-yard line. Fakes the handoff. Oh, what a pass. That one needed to be through the eye of a needle, and he got it there to the receiver, Ashton Schmaderer. I would love to know how many passes those two have completed to each other, like going back to 7th grade. The Bennington teammates connecting again there, 1st and 10 to the 14.
Badger to Badger, both seniors. Wayne State looking good offensively, but it's you have to finish it off here now that you're in the red zone.
1st and 10 from the 14. Back to the ground they go. This is Knox, not much off the left side. But moving forward, play made there again by Andy Henson. Boy, this redshirt freshman, they are really excited about him up in Sioux Falls. Already top 10 in the league in tackles this year. And a lot of football ahead of him. He's going to be special.
Yeah, one of those really quality middle linebackers. You get one of those guys. You had Kowalczyk here at Wayne State. And then now Dexter Larson playing outstandingly well for the Wildcats. But those guys are difference makers.
They go back to Knox on 2nd and 9. He's hit hard. Got a solid gain to about the 11. It'll be 3rd down and about 7. That play finished off by Garrett Hoffman, redshirt sophomore out of Sioux Falls, Washington High School.
We've talked about the kicking game for Wayne State. The place kicker, Boston Hensley, is an outstanding kicker. You know, you'd love to get a touchdown here, but I think you got to get points out of this drive. So if you don't, unless you're, you get yourself down in 4th and 1 or something, I think you think about kicking the field goal here for the points.
3rd down and 7 from the 11. Bone shifting things along the line. Looking left, now looking right, now flushed. Fires, just threw it away. Well covered downfield. The pressure was there. Now a flag comes in at the end. Bone took a shot on the sideline, and I think Wayne State's drive is going to continue.
Yeah, this time Wayne State gets the help of a penalty on a 3rd down play. It looked like Bone got hit late there on the sideline, and I think you're going to have a personal foul, which will be a 1st down for the Wildcats.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Number 91 on the defense. Half the distance to the goal. Automatic 1st down.
That's Brady Crawford, the senior out of Coal City, Illinois.
Yeah, that's a mistake there. That Wayne State had a couple of those in the first half off of some pass interferences. That time Sioux Falls makes a big mistake because you had the Wildcats stopped.
So 1st and goal from the 6 for Wayne State. Their best sustained drive of the day by far. Boyd into the pile and nothing. Stood up, driven backwards. Preston Yonke, 285-pound redshirt junior, North Dakota State College of Science transfer.
Yeah, that's the proverbial, maybe the literal brick wall. There was absolutely nothing there. That's a great job by that defensive front.
By the way, that defensive front, that brick wall up the middle, includes a name known to Northeast Nebraska, Dawson Rabe, the Pierce High legend, D tackle in their number 95 for Sioux Falls. 2nd and goal after the gain of a yard.
Find guys from Bennington to Wayne State. Well, Sioux Falls found a pretty good player from a good program in Pierce.
Boyd on the edge. He's got blockers. Can he get the corner? Turns upfield, takes a shot. Boy, that's a great play from the defensive backfield by Connor Aldrich, the Eastern Illinois transfer, keeping Boyd out of the end zone.
And it looked from our angle like Boyd was going to catch that edge. That's just a great individual play. Knock him out of bounds. And now you have another 3rd down situation.
That's good football there, shoulder-to-shoulder hit. Got to the 2 where it's 3rd and goal. Now this is a spot where you do think about going for it, I think, Lou, if they don't get it here.
Yeah, you're close enough to the goal line. Absolutely.
Bone, going to try to, he slipped as he made his cut. Tumbling forward, it'll be 4th down. And now Bone limping a little bit as he gets up. He got to the 1. It is 4th down. Well, what do you do here if you're Wayne State?
Yeah, that's might be above my pay grade, but I think what you do here is you go for it. I mean, you're down 16. You're at the 1 yard line. It's different if it was like 4th down and 6 or something, and you kick the field goal, or maybe even 4th and 3, you think about kicking the field goal. 4th and 1, I think you're going to try to get that touchdown here, because even if you don't score, you've moved the ball, and then you leave Sioux Falls with really lousy field position.
Mauloa Wells was the one who finished that play off. 4th and goal from the 1. Bowen trying to option his way in. I don't think he got there.
Oh, my goodness.
Sioux Falls gets the stop on 4th down.
Wow.
Wayne State, the best 4th down converting team in the conference, gets stuffed on 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, that's frustrating. What a great drive by Wayne State. Did everything they had to do except score, which is obviously the big one. And I thought Bone had a pretty good chance there. That's a great hit at the goal line. Knock him backwards.
Dawson Rabe, the former Pierce Blue Jay, making the play. And now Sioux Falls defense does the job. Now the offense has got to take care of the football here inside the 1.
And if you're Wayne State here, you've got to play stout defense, force them to kick that football from their own end zone.
I get a tush-push from the 1. That's what they do, just try to push them forward as far as they can. Solid gain of a couple. little breathing room to the 3-yard line for the Cougars.
Yeah, just trying to get a little field position here to run your offense. It's really tough at the 1-yard line. Not a lot of things you want to do when you got your goal line right at your back foot.
It'll be 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. They go into their normal offensive set out of the gun here on 2nd down. On play action, Dean with time, needs to get out of the end zone, able to do so, scrambles back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, that time Dean scrambling, it got him out of trouble out of the end zone, but did not pick up very much at all. So, and here we go again. I don't know how many times we've talked about the 3rd down and long situation. We're in it again for Wayne State. This would be a big win because if you stop them here, they have to kick that ball out of their own end zone and certainly give you a chance again with the short field.
3rd down and 8. Ball at their own 3-yard line. After the 4th down stop, 2 receivers to the left, now 1 to the right. That's Slykehouse. Dean. Flushed, throws, incomplete. Wanted Slykehouse on the edge. The pressure rushed the play. Wayne State's defense gets the 3 and out they needed.
Yeah, excellent stop. Absolutely what you had to have. Defense rises up. And now you get a chance, certainly with the wind at the back, you may not get quite the field position that you want, but you have an opportunity here to get another chance to score the football.
True freshman Scott Dixon on to punt it away. Sioux Falls averaging just 34 yards a punt today. This is just get it as far away as you can if you're Sioux Falls.
You got to kick it quickly, too, because you figure Wayne State's going to be trying to block it.
Here they come. Dixon does get it away. Pretty good one.
Yeah, good kick.
Spiraling. Bird.
Oh, no.
Muffed it. Able to get it up, but Wayne State going the wrong direction. Now Bird trying to get the edge. Boy, that went well. That went about as well as it possibly could have for Sioux Falls. Wayne State will have good field position, but boy, they feel like they probably should have had a lot better. Bird muffs the punt and then able to get a slight gain out of it. Wayne State will have it 1st and 10 at the 43.
Well, first of all, that was an outstanding kick from punter Hernandez. And really, it's unfortunate that you didn't field that because I think if he fields it cleanly, they're in Sioux Falls territory. Instead, he had to, retrieve it after he muffed it, and that really allowed that coverage to get down there and stop him. So good field position, not great field position.
48-yard punt, officially a return of a loss of a yard. They get it out near side. Shoestring tackle might have saved the touchdown. Remember that play by Cade Morse because Watkins Hogue was smelling 6.
I know. Right in front of us, right in front of where we're at, and he just got tripped up. If that, you don't get him around the ankles there.
There's no one.
Yeah, that's a touchdown.
There was no one back there. That's a huge tackle by Morse. Redshirt freshman out of Adel, Iowa, making that play. 2nd down and 3. Bowen up the middle, 1st down and more. Into Sioux Falls territory. Out across the 40, muscling forward. Brennan Hayes. It looks, Wayne State doesn't want to look too far ahead this season, but the future is bright in the backfield for the Wildcats.
Brennan Hayes has been a big player for this team. He's the guy that's been able to break out and make some long runs. Again, Keem Knox has played very well also. He had a 100-yard game in Latravius Boyd's absence. Those guys have really stepped up and played well.
1st and 10, Sioux Falls 38-yard line. Lou, this looks like a different team than the one we saw in the first half.
It really does.
Bowen to the air. No one open. Now throws late, finds the check down man for a solid gain. It's exactly what you want from your senior signal caller there. Found the open play. That time Trey Miller, the junior, Bishop Newman grad, and it'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, the script has really been flipped now where it's Wayne State controlling time of possession. But for the Wildcats, you got to put some points on the board. Came so close last possession that ended at the 1-yard line. They need points and really put Sioux Falls in some pressure to try to keep their lead.
2nd down and 3. Ball at the Sioux Falls 31-yard line. Boyd has a hole, left side, first down. Hurdles his way across the 25 to the 23-yard line. Well, you think that offensive line was challenged at halftime, Lou?
Yeah, for sure. That's a good offensive line that Wayne State has, and they did not have a good first half. And you're right. Look at that hole there. Look at Latravius doing his best Gale Sayers there, jumping over people.
Well, Colin Prosser, the offensive coordinator, is also the offensive lines coach, so he had plenty to say at half, I'm sure. 1st and 10 now for the Sioux Falls 23-yard line. Can the Wildcats finish off a drive? Stopped on the 1 there last time. Bone with time. End zone wide open, but he missed him. That is twice that Kendrick Watkins-Hogue has seen 6 and not able to connect.
Wow. Yeah, wide open in the end zone. Nick Bone does not miss that very often. And he had him wide open, just an errant pass. And another chance for Wayne State, which is tantalizing us here. There's so many chances to score. They have not been able to here in this third quarter yet.
So 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line of Sioux Falls. Going back to the air. Looking for someone to get open. Throws it deep over the top, just past the outstretched arms of Trevor Marshall, who was kind of tangled up there, was able to break late on the coverage of Maloa Wells, and it's now 3rd and 10.
And Wells had pretty good coverage, but Marshall got a step on him in the end zone. It would have been a tough catch. But another play very, very close.
You see it there just past the fingertips.
Yep.
So 3rd and 10. Bowen checking the playbook. 3 receiver split to the right. Watkins-Hogue is in the slot. Jaden Johnson on the edge. Bowen's going to keep it. Try to get it on a QB draw. Didn't get anything. Sioux Falls was ready for that one. It'll be 4th down. Making the play there defensively, Isaiah Ward, grad student, Arkansas Pine Bluff transfer. Now it's 4th and 9. What do you do here if you're Wayne State? Looks like the offense staying on the field.
Probably because of the wind. You look at the flag in the north end zone. It's really blowing. That wind is in the face of Wayne State. So at the 27-yard line, it'd be about a 44, 48-yard field goal with the wind in your face. That's a tough kick.
So 4th down and 9. Wayne State stopped in 4th and goal from the 1 earlier. Bowen to the air. Throwing. End zone. Intercepted. What a play defensively inside the 5-yard line by Kane McWilliams. The Dubuque, Iowa native made a great play, Lou, but I think the coach is going to say, hey, next time, knock that one down.
Knock it down, young man. Knock it down. You love the interception, but you don't love where it ended up inside the 1-yard line. You get the ball back either way. So, yeah, in that situation, you want to just knock it down and then give yourself a much better field position. So, obviously a win to stop Wayne State, but the play now, you're right back where you were just a moment ago, deep in your own territory inside the 1-yard line.
Nick Bowen, 3 interceptions thrown today. Back at the 1-yard line are Sioux Falls. The defense making a couple of big stops. Now straight ahead for nothing goes Rudnigan. Maybe they give him a yard, but it'll be 2nd down. Not much there. Up the middle, Carter Sitzman coming up last out of the pile for Wayne State.
Yeah, this is Sioux Falls. They've had terrible field position. You've got the wind at your back, but you take a chance dropping back in that end zone. You don't want to give up points.
Sioux Falls has been outgained this quarter 97-2. Wow. But they've been able to come up with the plays when they've needed them. Confusion offensively for Sioux Falls. And now they got to call a timeout. Boy, this is a timeout they did not want to burn. 2:08 to go, third quarter. We'll take one as well. Cougars up 16, but they're deep in their own territory. You're watching Wayne State football on NCN.
At Wayne State, unlimited opportunities start with you, plus the power of us. It's the power of the classroom teacher, inspiring the next generation. Business entrepreneurs, soaring with success. Healthcare professionals, caring for their communities. leaders in arts and sciences, making their mark on the world. With the power of Wayne State behind you, there's nothing you can't do. Learn more at exploreWayneStateCollege.com.
Well, the good news if you're Sioux Falls, you're still up 16. The bad news is offensively they've not done anything.
Yeah.
They've been stuck in their own territory in the shadow of their own end zone, and some confusion has forced them to burn a timeout. So they're still sitting well. 16-point leads are 16-point leads, and a lot of time has gone off the clock here in the third quarter. But you feel like for the Cougars, might want to move the football, get a first down or two just to feel a little bit better about things.
Well, I don't know if that's if it was just an error out there that forced them to call that timeout, or if you want to regroup. This is an important situation here because you figure if you could start moving the ball here and get that ball out of there, give yourself some field position, you could move the ball better. But they've been straddled at the 1 yard line here the last couple of possessions.
So 2nd and 10 from the 1. Then they go out of the gun. Diving into the ball. Oh, did he get out?
Wow.
Well, he barely got out of the end zone. So it'll be 3rd and 10 from the 1. Sioux Falls, I know they like running that pistol set, but I feel like maybe just go up under center here, Lou.
Yeah.
Rudnigan did not get out of the end zone too much before. That was Clyde Hinton, the sophomore out of Plattsmouth, applying to hit. Among others.
You figure probably a run play here. Maybe you run a play action, try to throw a pass. With the wind at your back here, you've got a quarterback that you really trust here in Camden Dean. The downside of that is if you throw an incomplete pass and you truly are punting perilously close to the back of that end zone. Now flag.
This will be the least consequential delay of game in history. Half the distance to the goal, we'll just kind of flip the ball over a little. The umpire literally just kind of picked it up, went, okay, there we go, just move it a couple inches there.
What's half of 0?
We're doing all kinds of like really advanced math classes. You break out the calculus to figure out how far to move that ball. All right, 3rd down and I guess 10.01. They're going to go to the air. Dean
surprised.
on the scramble, able to at least get out of the end zone. I guess you've got a heady enough quarterback to know not to force the issue.
Yeah.
And just get it out of bounds. They'll punt. Wayne State's defense does the job again.
I'm not surprised by that effort to try to pick up the first down because you trust your quarterback. You're exactly right. You know you got a guy that's going to make the right decision. They don't get the first down, but they do get a little bit of breathing room. Now you really, again, this is the 3rd time now. You're probably going to have the ball inside Sioux Falls territory. It's so imperative for the Wildcats to take advantage of these situations.
All right, let's see what Scott Dixon can do. He booted a 48-yarder last time. This one not as good. Bird calls for a fair catch, makes it at the 43. So Wayne State, great field position. Not a bad punt, 38 yards, no return. But the 3rd time this quarter, Wayne State has been in Sioux Falls territory.
I'm a little surprised that he called a fair catch. That was more of a line drive kick. That was returnable. The last one kind of hung up there was a better kick. But that was probably directed from the sidelines. Just give us field position and let the offense work.
After what happened last time, my guess is the coach has told him no matter what, just fair catch it and get Wayne State the ball. And that's what they've done. 1st and 10 at the 43. 3rd opportunity on Sioux Falls side of the field. Only touchdown today, a 75-yarder, and now a flag comes in. We've got a lineman moving.
Yeah, boy. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
That's on Terrell Tompkins, the senior out of Cedar Falls, Iowa.
You just can't have those sort of mistakes. You're trying to get back in this ball game. I know it's only 5 yards, but just you want to be on schedule and you want to be in a little bit of a rhythm here offensively.
7th penalty on Wayne State today. They go to the ground, absorbing contact, shaking it off. Moving forward for a couple is Hayes. Brennan Hayes, 4th carry today.
He's got a bright future. I like that young man.
Played his high school football in Creston. And that'll take us to the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, Wayne State's offense is moving the ball better. They got to finish a drive or two, though. They're still down 16 as we head to the fourth. You're watching Wayne State Wildcat football on News Channel Nebraska.
Darling, I believe everything's gonna be alright. No need to worry, cause you got somebody on your side. We all need a fam, we all need a crew. When you're in a jam, don't know what to do. Just reach out your hand and we'll see you through. Doesn't matter where you're at, we got your back. We got your back.
With a Medica health plan, you're not just covered, you're cared for.
We got your back.
15 minutes of regulation football to go. Wayne State outgained Sioux Falls in that quarter 98-6, but they got nothing on the scoreboard to show for it.
That hurts.
They'll try to change that here as we start the fourth. Alongside Lou Siefker, I'm Eric McKay. Sioux Falls defense has bent, not broken. They forced 3 turnovers today, 2 of which have come on interceptions inside the 5. And now Wayne State, who's also stopped on 4th and goal from the 1, has it second down and about 14 from the 47-yard line.
Well, you'd love a quick strike here. Give yourself some time to work, down 16.
Bowen out of the backfield. Oh, my goodness. That one was set up, too. Boy, so many almost plays for Wayne State today. Hayes just drops it.
Hayes had room to run. The ball might have been just a tad high, but it did hit Hayes in the hands. And I think the old adage is if it hits you in the hands, you got to catch it.
Especially if it hits you in both.
Yep.
Hayes will tell you he should have had that one. Would have been a big one for Wayne State. Still now 3rd and 14. Bowen facing pressure from the edge, brought down in the backfield. They got to him. Off the edge, Brendan Holt, the linebacker, on the blitz out of West Salem, Wisconsin, and Wayne State will have to punt.
Yeah, big play by Sioux Falls defensively. And boy, it just missed opportunities here in the second half. They've moved the ball, has Wayne State. Now they just not able to put points on the board. A big defensive play there for Sioux Falls. Now, if you're Sioux Falls, you get a chance maybe to run your offense. You've been inside your own 1-yard line the last 2 possessions.
And now we got a stoppage before the punt. That sack by Holt, his first this season. The 220-pound senior.
43 on the offense.
Another penalty. That's the 8th.
Still 4th down.
Correction, 7th on Wayne State today. They just have not been able to get out of their own way today, Lou.
Yeah, it's just been one of those games, you know. You're going to look back at this game, and unless you're able to make a great comeback here, you're going to look at this game and see a lot of missed opportunities, a lot of mistakes that were uncharacteristic of this ball club.
Marshall, bit of a wobbly kick. It was pressured well. Oh,
there
wow.
You go, there you go.
What a roll inside the 5 and down at the 1. Sioux Falls cannot catch a break.
Wow.
Delshawn Petrosky gets down to the 1-yard line to field this one. Sioux Falls might not run a normal offensive play the rest of this game.
Well, yeah, that's again, how valuable is a good punter? Trevor Marshall for mayor of Wayne right now. I tell you what.
Wow. Yeah, he got that 5-yard punt on purpose, the penalty on purpose, just to add to the penalty, the punt yardage there. What a job. So Sioux Falls, here we go again. 3rd straight drive that has started at their own 1-yard line. They'll go out of the backfield. A little bit of room there. Couple yards out to the 5. Falling forward. Good, strong running there by Dylan Rudnigan. And it'll be 2nd down. That's a gain of 7. Longest play of the second half for Sioux Falls.
Yeah, which is saying a lot because they were so good in the first half.
That was only the 7th play they've run this half.
That is crazy.
And if you're Wayne State, you can't let them run a whole lot more.
Yeah.
To a point now where if you're scoring touchdowns, you got to go for 2 probably.
Yeah, you have to now in the fourth quarter.
Back on the ground goes Sioux Falls, close to first down yardage. Is Carlson Tan the third? It'll be 3rd and a yard at the 10-yard line. Wayne State sending some more beef out there. Luke Lambert, the sophomore D lineman, on in favor of Clyde Hinton, the linebacker. So they'll have 5 D linemen on this 3rd and short. Everybody up on the line. Straight ahead goes Sioux Falls. Oh, boy, I don't know. Now they're getting a pretty good spot.
Yeah, looks like the spot's going to be a first down.
Somebody's helmet came off for Sioux Falls. Now they do say they did indeed get the yard they needed. A bad break for Sioux Falls, though. Camden Dean's helmet came off, so he's going to have to come off for a play. And Adam Mullen, the backup quarterback, he's a grad QB. Highlands Ranch, Colorado native. Certainly an experienced QB for Sioux Falls in on this play. 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll just hand it off.
Here
Ball's
it is.
out. Wayne State's got it. Picked up by Larson. Wayne State will have it in the red zone.
We're waiting for that play. I was waiting for that turnover. You felt like it was coming. They were going to start stripping the ball.
I think that was Alex Shaw that stripped it. Larson, the fumble recovery, and Wayne State's in business.
Yeah, great job by Larson to pounce on that right away.
Bounced right into the breadbasket there.
Yeah, I think that was Shaw that ripped it out of his hands.
How similar is this game to that Minnesota State game that we saw earlier this year? Can Wayne State change their fortune this time and come back and get the win?
Absolutely. This is a must score. You don't score here, you likely don't win this ball game.
Bone throwing, end zone, has a man, couldn't hook up with him. Boy, the timing has just been off a little bit today.
It does feel that way, doesn't it? They've been it's kind of been a close but no cigar a few times.
Nick Bone just 8 of 19 through the air, 3 interceptions. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Was trying to get it to Watkins Hogue again. Bowen barking out instructions at the line. He's got Boyd with him in the backfield. Boyd trying to get the edge. Sioux Falls breaking into the backfield. Boyd can't get away. That's a loss of 3. Great job defensively by Sioux Falls. Cade Morse was in there. Brady Crawford in there as well. It's 3rd and long.
Well, you need a play here. That's a great job by Sioux Falls. They have not allowed Latravius Boyd anything on the ground here this afternoon.
Yeah, Boyd just 16 yards on 10 carries. 3rd and 13 from the 15. Bowen alone in the backfield. Bowen's going to keep it. Just try to get as much as he can here. Bounce into the edge. Gets inside the 15, but that's well pursued, well contained. Connor Aldrich making the stop. It's 4th down. And if you're Wayne State, boy, I feel like you got to go for it here, right? 4th and 9.
Yeah, if it's 3rd quarter, maybe you kick the field goal and you're down 13. Just not enough time now. You just went under 11 minutes to go in the game. I don't think you have much choice here but to go for it.
So it's 4th down and 9. Ball's at the 11. 3 receivers split to the left. Jaden Johnson by himself to the right. 4th and 9. Bone. Looking, directing traffic, lobbing, end zone incomplete, out of the back of the end zone. Great coverage by Sioux Falls on the back end, and Wayne State comes up empty in Sioux Falls territory for the 4th straight drive.
Wow, that is tough. You come off that turnover and you get nothing out of it. That hurts. You feel like you squandered a big one right there. And that, great coverage. Give Sioux Falls credit there. Nobody open. And really made Nick Bone scramble around and try to find somebody there. Just nobody open. Tried to put it in that corner of the end zone, but to no avail. Now Sioux Falls with that 16-point lead, I'm guessing a lot of running and probably taking their time offensively.
Dean hammered in the backfield. Woo, coming unblocked off the left edge was Cheney, the sophomore out of Gretna. Former Gretna Dragon laying Dean down for a loss of 3.
A good hit. Like another turnover here, like another chance. You'd really love a turnover that you turn into points defensively.
So second down and call it 12. They call it a loss of 2. Back to the 9. Dean, option, the flip. Wayne State ready for it in the backfield. Inside the 5, Rudnigan brought down for the loss. That was Clyde Hinton leading the charge, among others. That's a loss of 7. It's going to be 3rd and long for Sioux Falls. Sioux Falls, they only have like 6 yards this half.
Yeah, defense has played incredibly well, and they've just had such lousy field position.
Officially 12 yards total this half for Sioux Falls. 3rd and 17. They're going to go to the air. Dean fires, short-armed it. It was well covered. It would have been tough to get it to Christian Janis as Morrison was with him step for step. So, boy, give Wayne State's defense credit, Lou. They are keeping them in this thing.
Absolutely. Stop me if I've said this before, but Wayne State really needs points here. Going to get good field position. We've said that like 3 times before this.
Sioux Falls only has 1 first down this half, Lou.
Yeah.
Wayne State just has not been able to finish.
Well, I think if you have a chance to return this kick, if it's another line drive kick, I think you try to return it here, don't you?
Jacob Bird standing at the Sioux Falls 40. That one almost blocked. The punter went down. Flag is down. Bird calls for the fair catch at the 38, but Sioux Falls drive might be continuing.
Yeah. Going to have a roughing here.
Yeah, hit the
leg.
leg.
Into, I guess.
I mean, the big question, is this 5 or 15? You know, the thing about it is anytime the punter takes a shot to the leg like that.
Yeah. That leg's planted. That's a dangerous play. I'm guessing they're going to call 15 and a first down for Sioux Falls.
A lot of discussion. They're talking to Sioux Falls head coach Jim Glagowski. The amount of discussion makes me wonder if maybe this is a 5-yard variety.
Well, if you're Wayne State, you hope so.
Running into the kicker.
There you go.
Wayne State, that penalty is declined. First down.
That's a break for the Wildcats. I've seen that exact play called roughing many times. Anytime the punter takes a shot to that planted leg like that, I think Coach Masters knows they might have caught a break there.
Yep, and now this is probably your last chance to take advantage of that break. Just got to get something in the end zone here. You can't kick field goals now. 9 minutes to go, down 16. It's all about putting the ball in the end zone.
They've outgained Sioux Falls this half 87-12, but they've not been able to finish drives. From the 37, Bone to the air, has a man wide open. It's Johnson. First down inside the 25, down to the 22-yard line on a gain of 15.
Well, it's a big pickup. Nice field position now, 21-yard line. But this is a situation now if you're Wayne State, the old saying of, be quick but don't hurry. You can't take a lot of time, but you want to get ahead of yourself and make a mistake.
First and 10 from the 21. You've got one receiver split wide to the right, essentially 2 slot receivers to either side. Bone going to try to follow some blockers. He doesn't have much. Boy, Sioux Falls' run defense has been so stout today. That's Holt in on the play. Just 56 yards on the ground for Wayne State today.
Yeah, it has been a tough go. That's a good defensive front there for Sioux Falls, and they have been active and very difficult to block. There just has not been very many holes to run through for these running backs.
2nd down and 9 from the 20. Going to the air, has his man, breaking to the sideline. It's Johnson again. Just keeping underneath the zone. Jaden Johnson, his 3rd reception. And that is indeed, I was wondering, they did not signal first down first. Now they do say it. It was close, but they gave it to him at the 11.
A good catch, just enough for that first down.
Quickly to the line comes Wayne State. Boyd off the right side is hammered. Wow. Andy Henson, Garrett Hoffman combine on that stop. I'll tell you what, Lou, Andy Hansen is a name to remember in Division II.
Hansen is as good at linebacker as we've seen all year. Watch that hit. My goodness. Yeah, Andy Henson goes to the Zoos, and the Rhinos back away. He is a tough dude.
Well, they have bottled up Boyd, just 16 yards on 11 carries today. 2nd and 9 from the 10. No one lined up on the left side. Bowen alone in the backfield. They fake to the motion man, try a little misdirection. But there's just nothing there. They close those holes so quickly. That play finished off by Dawson Rabe coming over from the D-line spot. Only a yard. It's 3rd and 8.
Kind of back where Wayne State was a moment ago.
And that clock is ticking. 6:19 to go in the game.
Yeah, not only do you need 2 touchdowns, you need two-point conversions. So if you get a touchdown here, don't get the 2-point conversion, it remains a 2-score game.
3rd and 8. 3 receivers to the left. Schmaderer, Watkins, Hogue, and Johnson. Bowen firing, end zone, off again. Lou, his throwing form or something has been, the ball is just coming out weird.
Yeah.
Something has been off with Nick Bowen today. This is uncharacteristic inaccuracies from Bowen, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, he has struggled with his accuracy. And in the second half, we've seen a lot of overthrows. I don't know if we've seen him limping. I don't know if there's a plant foot issue that's forcing those balls to sail on him a little bit.
Well, here we go. 4th down and 8.
This is ball game right here.
Really could be. Bowen, pressured, firing, end zone, not there. Incomplete, good coverage again. No flags, and Sioux Falls defense comes up big again. That time, Maloa Wells in coverage on the pass intended for Watkins Hogue, and the Cougar defense refuses to break.
Yeah, did a great job there just sealing it off. Great position there defensively. And you just can't complete that ball.
Lou, Wayne State came into today 7 of 9 on 4th downs. That led the conference 3rd and among the best in the nation. They're 0 for 4 on 4th down today.
Yeah, a lot of things have been different today. They haven't given up any points off turnovers. They gave up 10 points in the first half off turnovers today.
Now Sioux Falls, another drive starting inside the 10 for the Cougars. They've not sniffed the 50-yard line this half, and it hasn't mattered. Only 1 first down in the second half, and that might be all they need.
Yeah, give the credit to Sioux Falls defensively. They have stopped Wayne State time and time again on their side of the field here in the second half.
2nd down and 8 after that 2-yard gain by Rudnigan. Wayne State got another tough one next week. They're on the road at Bemidji State following this one.
Yeah, that will be a difficult game.
Look out, Dean pressured, sacked again. 5th time the Wayne State defense has gotten to Camden Dean today. That was Carter Sitzman making the play, so 3rd and a whole bunch coming up for the Cougars.
Well, Carter Sitzman has been so productive all year for this team. He's been a tough guy to block and boy, you got Sioux Falls maybe kicking out of their end zone again. That's just been it's kind of deja vu all over again, back and forth, and no change in the score.
Offensively, if Sioux Falls wins this game, this might be the worst offensive half from a team that will win the game I've ever seen.
Yeah.
3rd and 16. Dean out of the end zone. Ooh, just barely got out. Back to the 1 yard line. That's a break for the Cougars there. Dean did just enough. And, oh, look, line of scrimmage is at the 1, and Sioux Falls is going to punt. What do you know?
If you tell Wayne State that you're going to have Sioux Falls punting for the 1 yard line 4 times in the second half, you figure you're going to win this game.
Yeah.
That is just a crazy situation.
Timeout called by Sioux Falls. We'll keep it here. 23-7 to go in the game. 4:13 to go in the game. 23-7 is the score. As Sutton and Sitzman combine on that sack. Boy, Sitzman has had himself a nice ball game. Had that pass batted earlier. He's got essentially 2 sacks, 2 sack assists, and 1 solo. And he's the leading tackler with 10 today. That defense has really done the job for the Wildcats this afternoon.
They have been dominant. They have in the second half. They have shut Sioux Falls. This Sioux Falls offense looked really good that first half. Wayne State has come out after halftime and absolutely shut them down. And unfortunately, a really good offense all year, and Wayne State has just come up empty here in the second half. They've had opportunity after opportunity. But I think you credit Sioux Falls. They've done what they've had to do. They've not had a great half, obviously. They've been offense has been shut down. They've been kicking at their own goal line, but they have not allowed a point. And that is amazing to me. Sioux Falls deserves a ton of credit for this. They're ahead right now, and unless Wayne State pulls one out of the fire, they're probably going to win.
Bird will return this one, breaks at tackles.
There you go.
Lost a shoe, heads forward to the 35-yard line, so Wayne needs points in a hurry. 4:03 to go in the game.
Well, the field position gives you at least a glimmer of hope. But this is the 4th time now in the second half with great field position. And Wayne State's offense has not been able to put the ball in the end zone. If you score now and you score quickly, you could probably kick the ball off. Otherwise, you're looking at kind of a desperation situation with two-point conversions needed on top of those 2 touchdowns. And you may look at an onside kick situation depending on the time.
Bowen going deep on first down. Coming back for it is Johnson. Oh, he gave up the yardage. He had first down yardage, then backed up across the 25. So it's a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Bone in a hurry. Look out. Undercut. Ooh. Almost intercepted. Cade Morse knocks it away. They were trying to get it to Schmaderer, and it's 3rd down.
And Morse undercut that route and got his hands on that ball if he's able to catch that and keep his feet. And you are looking at 6 points the other way. Great job, though, just extend his arm there and knock that one down.
So 3rd and 1 from the 26, but down a distance, not as much as the issue is time and score. Down 16 with 3.5 to go. Johnson in motion. Bowen, too tall, looking for Watkins Hogue. Was pressured. Had to get that one out maybe a little earlier than he wanted. Watkins Hogue wasn't ready, and it's 4th and 1.
Well, obviously now you just got to get the first down. You've got to keep the drive alive to have any hope. Clock is definitely a factor, down 16 points.
4th down and a yard. Two receivers to either side of Bowen. Johnson in motion. Bowen going to try to run for it. Needs some help. Able to get it. Boy, that did not look good. He bobbled the snap. Was able to get it done with his legs, and the drive continues.
Not the most beautiful play in the world, but it was gorgeous in the fact that you get the first down and keep your hopes alive here. If you don't get the first down there, this ball game is definitely in Sioux Falls' back pocket.
Wayne State just 2 timeouts left, inside of 3 minutes to go. Bone, near side, caught Schmaderer. He'll be tackled inbounds. The clock will continue to run. It'll be second down about 4. That's a gain of 6. A lot of time ticking away, though, down to 2:35. Bone over the middle. Caught across the first down stick, so that will stop the clock momentarily. Actually, no, it will not, because we're not inside of 2 minutes yet. So the clock keeps ticking. 1st and 10, Wayne State at the 11. Wildcats got to hurry. Bowen. End zone.
Touchdown.
Caught. Touchdown. Boy, did they need that.
Yeah.
Ashton Schmetter, the senior out of Bennington. But now we've got a player down for Wayne State. We'll take another look at this. Well-timed pitch and catch there. But now you've got a lineman down for Wayne State. That is Terrell Tompkins, the senior out of Cedar Falls, Iowa. Big for a lot of reasons, but immediately big because Wayne State needs to go for 2. We'll have that conversion next. You're watching Wildcat football on News Channel Nebraska.
At Woodhouse Ford, we make car buying simple. Whether you're looking for a spacious SUV or a powerful truck, let our friendly and knowledgeable staff help you into your next vehicle. Take advantage of current offers going on now. Shop online or in-store at one of our 3 convenient locations in Blair, Omaha, and Plattsmouth. Shop with confidence at Woodhouse Ford.
Now, Terrell Tompkins being helped off the field, walking a little bit under his own power, but you'd like to be at full strength. He's the right tackle. Luke Vanderweedy is the backup, the freshman out of Sioux City East High School.
Yeah, this is an important play, obviously. 2:09 to go, and you're down 10. If you don't get the 2-point conversion here, it's going to be very, very tough because you'd need 2 more possessions, and that's going to be very difficult. That would likely force an onside kick situation if you don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I think the important thing for Wayne State, though, and we'll see what happens here. Bowen looking, firing, end zone, too tall, incomplete. So it remains a 10-point game. Our fourth quarter, folks, is brought to you by Visit Lincoln. See and experience all that Lincoln has to offer. Discover more at Lincoln.org. Well, now you need onside kicks. Going to take a miracle now for Wayne State. I was going to say, had they got it, the nice thing was you still would have had the 2-minute timeout in addition to the 2 timeouts that they had, but now it's going to be tough.
Yeah, you would basically have those 3 timeouts with that 2-minute timeout, and you could have kicked the ball off and played defense. But now you're going to need a 2-point conversion. You're going to need a score, and then you need to get the football back and probably, an onside kick. I said 2-point conversion. You need the football and scores twice with 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. That's a tall order.
The Sioux Falls Cougars have 5 yards of offense this half.
That's just crazy.
And it looks, for all intents and purposes, like that will be more than enough for them to get the win here on the road on Hall of Fame Saturday.
Well, sometimes good teams just find ways to win. You know, that's what Sioux Falls did. They couldn't move the ball. They had horrible field position the entire second half, but their defense rose up time and time again against Wayne State and kept them out of the end zone until that last touchdown just a moment ago.
All right, Boston Hensley trying the onside kick. Boy, it's a good bounce. Great play, though, by Carter Slykehouse, who's had so many great plays for Sioux Falls today. And that will essentially, for all intents and purposes, wrap this one up. Boy, what a turnaround for Sioux Falls. They were 3-8 last year, which for a program like this is a lot of folks are wondering what's going on. You got a first-year head coach, 3-8. Then they start this year 3-2, kind of out of the mix. Now today they're going to come to Wayne State, get a win on the road. It'll be their 4th straight win, and they'll be right in the mix, tied for second in the conference with a tiebreaker over Wayne State. And now Camden Dean, let's see if he knows what to do, not starting a drive at the 1-yard line. Starting this one at the 39.
That was a good onside kick, but an even better play there by Sioux Falls to get the possession of the ball. And now all you got to do is run some clock here, force Wayne State to use their timeouts, up 2 scores. Unless you have a catastrophic turnover here, you're going to win the ball game.
Yeah, timeout called. We'll take one as well, the 2-minute timeout. We'll come back after this. You're watching Wayne State football on News Channel Nebraska.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
Hey, folks, stick around after the game. We'll take a look at our top plays at the conclusion of this one, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust. There is a difference. Also brought to you by Currency. 2nd and 8, Sioux Falls just needs to take care of the football, and they will have the win and get to 7-2 on the year. Here's Camden Dean. Boy, he's played well today. 113 yards through the air. Only net 9 yards rushing, but he gained 53. He also got sacked 6 times today, which is no doubt will come up in practice this week.
Yeah.
Young man doesn't like getting tackled 6 times. Look, I got to give credit to Wayne State's defense today, too. They stepped up so many times. Time of possession kind of evened out in the end, but that first half, as much time as Wayne State's defense spent on the field, for them to come out in the second half, play as well as they did, and just give them a chance in this one, that defense, hats off to them. They really did a nice job today, I thought.
They gave this team a chance to win. They really did. They shut down the Sioux Falls offense and the special teams as well. A guy like Trevor Marshall, I think, is pretty important in this ball game, the way he was able to pin this team deep. But that defense, Sioux Falls looked like they kind of were having their way with them in that first half, and absolutely different stories. Certainly some of that was field position, but you give a ton of credit for this defensive unit and how well they played. I think it's that's something to build on moving forward here. It's going to be a disappointing loss, but still a lot to play for this season. You've still got a couple more home games, and then obviously a tough game next week at Bemidji State you have to prepare for.
You're wondering about first place in the Northern Sun. Minnesota State leading Augustana 9-7.
Wow.
That's in the 3rd quarter. Camden, Dean to the outside. Nobody there. That's the first down that'll clinch it. He slides. The young man knows it. He's just taking his team on the road and come up with a huge victory. Sioux Falls will get the win here on the road in Wayne.
That's a smart play there by Dean. Pick up the first down, go down. You don't want to risk a turnover. Wayne State's got to use their last time out, and they can walk out of here with a very impressive win.
So Sioux Falls, again, they were picked to finish 8th in the conference this year. They've got a coach, kind of a new coaching staff coming in here. Coach Jim Glagowski in his 2nd year. He's been around a while, was the head coach at Simpson College for 8 years, was an assistant for years at Minnesota State before taking over this program. We'll stick around after the game. We'll talk to, no doubt, a disappointed head coach, Logan Masters, and our player of the game. Those post-game interviews brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. And so Sioux Falls in victory formation. Easiest one to practice.
Yep.
They'll have to snap it 3 times here. Dean will take a knee. And this one will go in the books. This is impressive, Lou. This was a total team win.
Good win
for Sioux Falls. Offense will have gained all of 17 yards in the second half, but it was more than enough as their defense stepped up and did the job on Wayne State today. Nick Bowen struggled, was never comfortable, 14 of 29 through the air, 209 yards, but 3 interceptions.
Yeah, that hurt.
And only 62 yards rushing for Wayne State today.
Sioux Falls gets a week off next week, and then they play at Augustana. That will be a huge game, and then end the season with Southwest Minnesota State, who's winless. So you figure that game against Augustana, that could definitely have some championship implications attached to that one.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Again, they played like a week 0 game. They got an early start on their season. So they get a week off. They get a bye. Wayne State will be on the road next week against Bemidji State, then back at home for their final 2 games, both of which you'll see right here on NCN, both noon kickoffs against Northern State on November 9th, and then the Egg Bowl against Concordia St. Paul. Season's certainly not over for Wayne State, just their second loss, but you feel like they're going to have to win out the rest of the way if they want to play in the postseason. Impressive win for Sioux Falls on the road today. They come down and get a win over Wayne State, the first time that Coach Glagowski has beaten the Wayne State Wildcats. Your final, 23-13. Sioux Falls Cougars get the win. Post-game show coming up. This is NCN.
When the game wraps up or even before kickoff, our community welcomes you with open arms. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is happy to have you here, and we want to show you what we're all about. From wide open spaces to music, shopping, entertainment, and more, there is always something for you to discover in our city. Stop by the Visitors Center at 7th and P in the Haymarket or visit Lincoln.org. The Lincoln Convention and Visitors Bureau is a proud supporter of high school athletics.
How liberal is Dan Osborne? Get this, you worked for your Social Security, but Osborne would give those benefits away to illegal immigrants. It's a slap in the face to seniors. Social Security benefits for illegals? Dan Osborne is so far left, he's not right for Nebraska. Deb Fisher fights for us. She stood with Trump to secure our border and protect Social Security. President Trump endorsed. Deb Fisher for Senate.
I'm Deb Fisher, and I approve this message.
Need relief from pain or support for recovery? Don't just see anyone, see the trainer. From bracing to home health and rehab products, they provide the right solutions to keep you moving. Whether it's a chronic condition or sudden injury, their expert team will help you find the perfect fit. With a wide range of in-stock orthopedic, sports medicine, or rehabilitation products, See the Trainer is dedicated to improving your quality of life. Visit the professionals at See the Trainer in Columbus, Lincoln, Omaha, Bellevue, and North Platte.
At home or on the range, AGI Sentinel's buildings protect crops and valuable assets from harsh weather conditions. Don't risk losing your hard-earned assets to seasonal elements when AGI Sentinel pre-engineered all-steel buildings are the simple and sturdy solution that provide maximum protection for a minimum cost. For free estimates, talk to Scott, Kenny, or Luke about your AGI Sentinel building. Call 402-748-3551 today or go to ashoffconstruction.com.
My name is Megan Anderson, and at Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there really is a difference. As a banking customer, I personally would enjoy working with Elkhorn Valley Bank because we are locally owned, we can make fast local decisions. However, we do have the technology of larger financial institutions, but we can just provide it to you on a small town, local, face-to-face customer feel. Elkhorn Valley Bank, great for you, great for your community.
Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine. Our definition of care is showing devotion to and concern towards the health of you and your family. We believe each person that walks through our doors deserves to have a primary care provider they're comfortable with, to be treated like family, and to have their health needs exceeded. Our 20 family medicine providers, located in 10 communities throughout northeast Nebraska, offer comprehensive health care for all ages. Whether you need a yearly checkup, chronic care management, or you're under the weather, count on us for primary health care you can trust. And if you or your family require a higher level of care, our primary care providers connect you to the area's largest multi-specialty physician group, ensuring a seamless healthcare experience. Choose Faith Regional Physician Services Family Medicine, where we don't just care for you, we care about you.
Does your business need quick, competitive financing for heavy machinery, trucks, or other equipment? Currency is here to help. Whether you're financing construction equipment, farm equipment, trucks, trailers, or any other big-ticket item, Currency will automatically find the best rates. Currency facilitates loans for up to $500,000 with repayment terms up to 72 months. It's fast, easy, and free to use. Visit gocurrency.com and apply today.
There are many details that can set your dream apart from anyone else's. But what sets the banks you are considering apart from each other? At Madison County Bank, what sets us apart from other lenders is flexibility. We offer a wide variety of loans, and we pride ourselves on providing lending options for commercial, residential, agriculture, and even unique properties that make your dreams a reality. Madison County Bank, here to help you grow.
(23-13), Sioux Falls gets the win over Wayne State. Let's take a look at our top plays today, brought to you by Elkhorn Valley Bank. For all your banking needs, Elkhorn Valley Bank and Trust, there is a difference. Key matchup in the Northern Sun Conference. Sioux Falls winners of 3 in a row. Wayne State winners of 4 in a row. Doing battle at Bob Cunningham Field in Wayne, America. And Sioux Falls making plays early up the middle. This is Carlson Tan III, the redshirt freshman, getting the touchdown, giving Sioux Falls the early lead. It is 6-0 after the 2-point conversion was not able to be made. Carter Slykouse able to make this one, though. Beautiful play. 13-0 Sioux Falls with the lead, but Wayne State answers right back. Latravius Boyd, 75 yards down the sideline, pulling Wayne State back within 6, but the Wildcats, offense would sputter from there. First play of the second quarter, trying to get something going in the end zone, but the pass intercepted by Connor Aldridge of Sioux Falls. One of many drives that would stall in plus territory for Wayne State today. Camden Dean getting it done through the air. Picture perfect pass down the far sideline. That would set them up deeper into Wayne State territory. A drive that they would finish off with Slykouse. Beautiful pitch and catch there. Slykouse's 9th touchdown reception of the year, second of the game. 20-7, Sioux Falls with the lead. Now Wayne State just trying to make something happen. That pass intercepted by the D lineman, the big man, Alex Maxim, making the play. Nick Bone was intercepted 3 times today. This leads to a field goal. Wayne State had not given up any points off turnovers all season. They give up 10 in the second quarter. They're down 16. Wayne State trying to come back. They force the fumble. Get the ball inside the 20, but Wayne State had so many opportunities on Sioux Falls' side of the field. 5 times they had the ball in plus territory. They could get 1 touchdown. This was it. To Ashton Schmatter, the 2-point conversion, no good, and Wayne State can't get the win at home. They fall 23-13 at the hands of the Sioux Falls Cougars. And those top plays brought to you in part by Currency. Does your business need financing for equipment, trucks, or trailers? All you need is Currency. Visit gocurrency.com. Unfortunately, unable to hook up with our coach or our player of the game. I'm going to name our player of the game. That was Carter Sitzman. He had a great game defensively today. 10 tackles, a couple of sacks. He is our Wayne State player of the game, brought to you by Wayne State College, devoted to student success for more than 100 years. That'll about wrap things up. From a broadcast partner, Lou Sievker, Connor Luby, and the truck and the entire NCN Sports crew, my name's Eric McKay. Thanks for joining us. You've been watching Wayne State Wild on News Channel Nebraska.
We now join regular programming on News Channel Nebraska.
How liberal is Dan Osborne? Get this. You worked for your Social Security, but Osborne would give those benefits away to illegal